God.
Like,
All
oh,
right.
damn.
Okay, my brain.
Welcome back to another session of Candlekeep Mysteries.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Last time on Candlekeep Mysteries, you all had just finished, or at least almost finished your extended rest. You all took various different activities. Layla, River, and Phoenix were heading off to investigate Harper's, which we will get to in a bit. Ash was looking up research on what it might take in order to I'm trying to remember the specific wording.
solar beacon.
So bring souls at a certain focal point, and believes that going to hell and then finding schematics of such a design may be a way of being able to accomplish that. Um, Tony went out into the city and made a friend.
Alec.
For
Alec.
sorry, it's
Alec?
because I'm looking at like how it says players at the bottom left. You see how it says Tony?
You need to change your name to Alec now.
What?
Oh, I'll do it. I got him.
It says Rose.
There.
It says Rose, but
There we
what's the
go.
name next to it was Tony.
And now it's
Seth.
um Alec went out over into the city and met up with some family friends who had some stories about Quill and talked a bit of also about how Quill's personality changed quite drastically upon exiting out of the book. Um, among some other things. Malarka,
I was harming myself.
were trying to
With
yeah, you were
intent.
trying to see if you could do
With
the
intent.
soul cursey maneuvering.
Percy Jackson.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Uh, Phoenix was also part of that. Zashi was. I mean, it was Zashi. What do you think Zashi did? You know, Zashi going to
Firepower.
Piracy or fire.
and Maisha, I think you also just did some more stuff with your aspect, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
So Alec, as you are later in the week, right, sometime after you know, both finished drinking and got your chance of meeting up, about a little shortly before you're returning back over to Candlekeep, a package arrives in what seems like a very careful looking container, along with Vlax. The Vlax is the individual who you were with. Along with the note. I hope this serves you well during your excursions out there.
I open it.
Right, you go ahead and open it, and after some time, you're able to identify it.
Ooh. What does this do?
Nice.
I like it.
Axe.
It's cool.
A scythe. It's both.
Target
God.
all creatures. Oh. Cannot. Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Immolation with an unlimited duration. Oh, nice. Fiend left with 100 or less hit points. Immediately killed.
Whoa. Let's go test it out.
As its soul utterly cleaved, dies forever if it's.
Damn. Nice.
I will take it and be like, hey, look, Sin, we got a new toy. And he's like, hell yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And then we'll head back to Candlekeep in the morning.
Right? And then
It,
meanwhile,
it is no attunement, right?
it is not attunement.
Okay, perfect, because I didn't have an attunement slot.
So Layla, Phoenix, River,
Ooh,
all three of
disadvantage.
you are assembling yourselves. Please explain what your goal is.
We're going to go ahead and find the Harpers.
I'm looking for Harper's.
Yep. I guess the Phoenix and being none the wiser. Well, he is quite wise, but I mean, whatchamacallit, he'll probably he's gonna take any lead that he can find, scrounge up, do a lot of detective work, and then I guess he'll rely on Layla when it comes to like more, what's it called? Like basically,
Heavy-handed
Criminal
work.
contacts.
yeah. And he'll basically scrounge up any leads that he can find in regards to like the last locations of a Harper, and then additionally he'll probably like utilize the ring of memory to its absolute fullest, like maybe going to places that a Harper was last seen, and then basically just trying to find basically retrace their steps to see if they can find like maybe a central hub that the Harpers used or had used. I don't know how River is going to aid in all this. What can River do? I guess.
Dude,
Um,
I'm here to bring the lordly, godly, spiritually pure vibes that you so desperately need.
but
Okay.
just a question: what is the base of this weapon? Is it like a cleave or a glaive or
Partisan.
what?
Partisan.
It's a type of
Oh.
polearm, more of a spear than anything else. But this looks like
Is
it's
it
more of a slashing scythe type weapon.
is it considered martial?
It is a martial weapon because a partisan would be a martial weapon. It's basically a glaive.
Okay.
Okay, because
Oh,
there's
I
no
see what you mean.
partisan in the list, so
Glaive
I'll
is
just collect.
It's a D10. Let me look at which weapon is the closest one. You're right. There's no such thing as a partisan. You right.
I heard partisan and I thought, oh, this is like an ideological rebel of some kind.
Yeah,
No,
I thought it
partisan
was
is
a
a
glaive
weapon type.
because it says it
I see.
cleaves.
I see.
Yeah,
It's also a
a
type
glaive.
of it's also a type of
would-
revolutionary person.
Yeah,
When I
glaive.
think
Glaive
of
makes sense.
A glaive?
when I think
Okay.
of glaive, I think of Atreus. Sniffle.
Sorry,
What
Primary
is-
weapon was a
made
glaive.
it that way. Its creatures within
What's
10
it
feet
called? The
because its reach is 10 feet, and that'd be kind of weird.
Right. So
Where is it?
it's like slashes all around, sort of.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Heavy reach, two-handed. Cool. I'll just, yeah. Thank you.
Does that mean I can have the other
There we
one?
go. Partisan tradition.
No,
Yeah?
I'm keeping both. What do
You
you
can't
mean?
wield both. What the fuck?
Yes, I can.
Magical partisan.
That one
That
is
looks
for
more like a
my
war pick, to be honest.
ranged form. This is for my melee form.
If you're Shadow Assassin or
I thought you
Rost.
couldn't wield weapons in your ranged form.
I can.
Ew.
I can't cast magic in my melee, is
Oh.
what it is.
Oh, that's what it was.
Let me find.
Sorry. All right. So you are gracing the investigation of your lordly presence, rehearse what you were saying. Layla, what are you up to assist this?
I can also
So
geas people to compel them to talk to
since
us.
what's up? Convince people to talk to us and all that? Wait, what?
Oh, I was just saying, I have the geas spell, which I could use to compel people to like divulge what they know if we need that. But
You have a Gios? What?
I see.
It's a bit heavy-handed. If it comes to it, we might
Yeah.
need it. But I would prefer to be in good standings with the Harpers. They are usually a rather lawful group, at least from what I heard.
Well, I wonder if perhaps there is someone I know who perhaps could have been in contact with the Harpers in the past. Oftentimes Harpers will get information from those who stay close to the streets, if you follow what I am saying.
I'm not too used to that kind of thing, that kind of work. So I'll leave it to you. I'm primarily more the find. If they were playing a game of hide and seek, I'd be the seeker at all times.
Of course. Well, regardless, I know that growing up there were a few, oh, growing up I did have a friend who worked often as a pickpocket, and I do recall him saying at one point there was a harper who, well, asked him questions about a specific building since, well, he knew the area well. Let me see if I can go through some of my old channels and maybe I can dig up something. Or if that doesn't work, if I can go ahead and well, assist you, detective.
Phoenix will just tap his pipe to his head and just nod
Yep. So
to
Layla's
his
gonna
face.
go ahead. Yep. So Layla's gonna go through like her more illicit means of work that she did in the past and see if like anybody that she knew was in contact with the Harper or knew how to get a hold of the Harpers. Since I do remember from like a lore standpoint that the Harpers did often like hang around like urchins and the like because well they just knew how to gather information.
Give me just one moment.
Sure thing.
My friends gifted me these cookies, but they're like all extra crumbly. So now I want to pour it into like a bowl because it tastes good, but it's like they crumbled its dust.
It'd be like that sometimes.
On this bitch of an earth.
Get down here, you.
The weevil at the steeple can be found amongst the people.
So true, bestie.
This is basically like eating a cereal now.
Sounds like a pretty good cereal.
Okay. So you're each trying your own individual way of going about this. So Layla, go ahead and make a it's not you who's doing the investigation check. We're getting other people to. So let's go with a
Perhaps persuasion.
I was kind of looking at that. Go for it.
Okay.
Yo!
Let's fucking go.
My gosh.
Okay. River, go ahead and make an intimidation check for your attempt.
Oh shit.
Yo!
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
like
Let's go ahead and make an investigation check.
these
Oh
Harpers gonna
man,
get
you just
stoned.
had to say investigation. Let's go.
Still somehow
Jesus.
higher than our rolls. Let's go.
Each person rolled lower, but the result was always higher.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Okay, and just to clarify, what was your supposed purpose in finding Harper's? This informs like kind of the results of the information you're seeking.
Yeah, if I
Well, we wanted to
recall,
find the Harpers in regards to inquiring to find more so about what's his name?
Eric
Quill.
Will.
Eric Quill and like maybe potential weaknesses that they may have known about.
How to kill him? Like.
No, it's just more like hey, you're kind of privy to like the Harpers. Well, yes, he was one of you guys. He's kind of started to fall by the wayside. His plans are starting to kind of look a bit nefarious. Maybe you might want to have a look at that. If maybe you can help us out here, something like that. Give us the inside scoop to like maybe exactly what
yeah.
is Eric Quill capable of.
Go to places
And
I need to start.
It's like about
Yeah.
his past generally, anything that might be useful in in that regard. Because we know in like broad strokes, sort of what happened with him, but they their relationship with him was much longer than ours, so they may know more.
That is true. Harpers also are just in the business of knowing things, so
Yeah.
So that, yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment. Sorry, I'm just checking up something.
no worries, take your time.
Mhm.
It's a bit
Oh,
of unusual.
and if it does matter during the entire investigation, I do always cast non-detection on ourselves.
On that's all of us, right?
Yes, it'll be on all of us.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, that's going to cause all of you to fail to check. I'm so...
Mm.
Wow.
Take it back. Take it back.
Wait a second. Hold up.
I have to remind myself about some stuff because it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. I was eating a cookie while I was waiting. Read. Eating with a spoon. With a spoon. Cookies aren't meant to be eaten with spoons.
Sad.
Kinda fucked up,
Not
not
with
gonna
that
lie.
attitude.
Okay, I think I've made it. Let's see.
We still rolled incredibly well. That was insane.
We kick ass, guys.
Take names and kick ass. Fuck yeah.
I'm so confused. Why is it a 1d20?
We all 1d20s.
Because aren't all attack rolls d20s?
That's the damage? Never mind.
Ba, 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 ba.
How do you add an effect again?
Okay. So, I have to think about like the details here because there's a lot of moving parts.
Mhm.
You all undergo your various different investigations, right? To find out majors like a Harper's headquarters, see if you can meet with the Harpers in some fashion, right? Really just find any kind of lead because this is a secret organization, which entails some difficulty, not only because of the secrecy, but also because, you know, organizations are secret for a reason, and
True.
there's a certain amount of not just when you occasionally find a lead that looks like it's getting you on the right path, the next bit of time it kind of leads to uh a sort of a dead end. But you kind of need a combination of all three of your skills in order to make this work. So Layla, with your connections, you're able to find some rumors of Harper activity amongst the merchants who are like, yeah, it's kind of odd. I think, they think this one person thought that I can't see that they're actually in a disguise, but I got a secret gem of truthing I keep around on me, and I always thought it was a little funny, that they kept shopping up that way. It was a little bit weird. So this is one of the leads that you decided to tackle.
Right.
Phoenix eventually is able to, from this point, from where you encountered this merchant over inside of one of the cities, kind of scope out the scene from the area. From there, using the ring of memories, they're able to kind of look over at the initial person that was hiding there underneath the illusion, and is able to use their detective skills in order to finally find out where exactly this person was, which is inside of one of the bars. This takes a couple of days to finally track them down and also follow up on one of the leads successfully rather than randomly searching across cities. All three of you eventually arrive face to face with this little man, this little dwarf
Little
person
baby man.
who is not prone.
Who
Who's
is
not.
not prone?
There we go. I'm just going to set them over here because clearly we need more stuff on this map. It's oh man, I'm finding out a certain name. Where is this name I was looking for? I had a name, and now it's gone. Why is the name gone?
I ate it.
Not
Sorry.
real.
Okay, got it. All right. So you encounter over this dwarf who's just chatting with some friends and enjoying a good time when all three of you approach. River, how would you like to go about your attempt to extract information from them while they are with their friends?
While they are with their friends.
Yeah, they're
Hmm.
at a bar right now. They're with their friends, unless you were planning on waiting until like they were maybe going home by themselves or something.
Well, that doesn't seem like an awful idea. Conking them on the noggin after they leave the bar.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
what?
Okay, let's not do that.
Then they
Even
wake up
Phoenix
in a
would be
dark
against
room
that.
with one light bulb. Um, no, I
Okay,
think I think
so we see the
are there
individual, right?
extra chairs at the table?
Are there extra chairs? I mean, there's extra space. There's no extra chairs though.
Hmm. And how packed is like the place generally? Would it be weird if I'm trying to gauge how weird it would be if I ordered a drink and then took a seat at the table.
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time?
I'm trying to gauge how like weird it would be if I grabbed a drink and sat at their table. So how sort of busy is the place generally?
How busy is it? It's kind of like mid-range busy at this moment. Uh, and it seems like it's one of the more mid-range bars in general. Kind of like there's a lot of it almost seems like it's intentionally inconspicuous, right? Average, too average.
Are you
Wait.
just saying
Okay,
that,
so wait.
or is it?
While I'm in this bar, Aqua, while I'm in this bar, I would like to use one charge of my own gem of seeing as how that was useful for the other guy.
You go ahead and keep an eye out, and it doesn't seem that that they are disguising their form.
Okay.
But when you were talking to the merchant earlier, like you don't have you did the merchant didn't seem to say that they ever saw like a dwarf like this. It was always them pretending to be someone else.
Oh, okay. But you made that this entire place seemed a bit too conspicuous. So can I like maybe have a look around this building? Like if something is like maybe there's like if the setting just seems kind of odd, I would like to at least have a look around. Maybe while River's trying to scope out a way to approach these guys. Maybe try to find like a
Go ahead and make a
Couple of-
perception.
Is the table they're sitting at near the? Is this a place where you go up to the bar and order and then sit down, or is it a place where like you sit down and then someone comes around and like asks you what you want? Or
You sit
both?
down and somebody asks what you want.
39.
Do they
Right,
have
so you're
a?
kind Mhm.
Is an adjacent table free?
An adjacent table free. You go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah. There's an adjacent table free. There's some extra space available.
All right. I'd like to sit there and then.
Well, hold on, River. Let me scope out the scene real quick, and then you can go ahead
Yeah.
right after.
Okay, you first.
We're all together, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Would you
How
want to
did
sit
how
down
did
with me, Layla, or do you have other plans?
Oh, nope. I intend to stay here for the time being.
how did it
Okay,
look with scoping out the scene?
You're scoping out the area, right? Try not to be too obvious about anything that you're doing, right? There's of course a variety of different races here, so fortunately, being a warforged doesn't make you stand out. In general, we kind of hand wave a lot of racism in this campaign. Look, it's the problem is that almost all the art is of humans, and I'm like, what if I don't want to? What if I don't want a human?
Mm.
What if I don't want humans, huh? You ever think
Like,
about
that's
that?
Yeah, and that's
Good
been
work. It'd
actually
be
a
like
big
that
problem
sometimes.
for me. Can you add more?
Hmm. Question mark ping.
No, I'm kidding. It's not Thursday.
What is the DC
Here.
calculation, by the way?
8 plus proficiency plus modifier. All right. So you go ahead and you are checking out the scene, as it were, Phoenix. And while you're sitting down and just kind of looking around without making it too obvious, one thing that stands apparent is like you're looking at the bartender, and within one of their sleeves, and so one of their long sleeves etched over onto to a part that would normally be almost invisible, really. It seems very intentionally obscure. Is a symbol there that you recognize. You flash back to the time that you were skydiving down into Wisteria Vale, and you were wearing all of these robes that on the interior had that same symbol in it.
Oh shoot! Are we right now in the middle of like a Harper headquarters?
Very possible.
Uh, Phoenix will like maybe like take a quick scan of like the next person over. Do I spy something similar in like in their attire?
You kind of scope them out for a little while to see if you can spot anything like that, but no, you don't see anything quite like that.
Okay, so right now it's just a bartender. Right. He'll make that known to River and Rayla as he's like sitting at the place. Like he's actually not really getting a drink. He's just sitting there as he's just like he looked towards the bartender and he just says, "Excuse me a moment. I just wanna just sit down here for a bit. If I hope it doesn't cause too much of a disturbance."
Is that what you're saying? That's a bartender?
Yeah, he just wants to sit.
No worries.
Yep. He'll go ahead and let River and Layla do with that knowledge what they will. But he'll be keeping an eye out.
River, what was your attempt?
I was gonna sit down and then lean back in my chair like an insolent middle schooler, so that I'm like closer to their table and be like, "So, what's good here?"
That's what you're asking over to the people nearby?
Yeah.
I think he was doing that with the dwarf. This guy.
Whoever was sitting closer
Oh, okay.
to moi.
Dwarf goes, try number 3. And then returns back over to their friends.
Right on. Number 3.
Phoenix from a distance, you're kind of like observing this interaction. Oh no, you're at the same table, right?
No, Phoenix is at the
Wait.
at the bar.
At the bar, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think Layla
I
would be at
forgot.
the
Did you have
table with,
telepathic in
River.
any way so you can communicate telepathically, or Or are you
I
just
think
observing?
if necessary, Phoenix will basically be speaking in legalese.
Okay, so if you're like, yeah, all right, so you're talking like to there's River next to you. Also, in this case, River's not next to you. All right, so River, you're
I think
over
if
there
that's
on
the
the.
case, does Layla mind being next to Phoenix at the bar?
Yeah, Layla would be following Phoenix anyways.
Yeah, so basically, like Phoenix will be talking with Layla in legalese right next to each other. He basically has already described to Layla the scene, but to everyone else, it just sounds like they're talking about work or something.
All right, all right.
Does River understand legalese? Like,
Uh,
did River willingly learn legalese from Phoenix?
I don't think it's really come up between River and Phoenix.
Phoenix would have either taught it it doesn't take very long, so Phoenix would have taught it to you if you were willing. Especially if you're spending a week investigating with him, he'll definitely want to. He'll definitely inquire at some point if you want to learn it.
What I will say is River is definitely the sort of person who would want to learn a new language, but I don't think I ever specifically said that I set aside the time to do that. So I think it would be kind of weird to add it to my character sheet in the moment. You know what I mean?
No, I don't see it as odd, but I mean, it's up to you, I guess.
Well,
Like,
you know, I
I
don't
think
want to
like if you're
mid-interaction add a
investigating with
new.
Phoenix, he definitely would have wanted to teach it to you.
Well, if that's how this works, then cool. I'll add it to my character sheet. But if Aqua says not right now, that would make sense to me. I don't think I specifically said that I was learning it, so I don't want to say that I have it. You know what I mean?
You guys had plenty of time in between I feel like to
Yeah.
learn. Like you're not metagaming.
No, I agree with
Here.
you guys. I'm just saying that neither of you are the DM, so I just want to wait for Aqua to say it's fine before I change anything.
No, it's fine if that seems like something River would be interested in doing and would have done.
For sure, he would have done it.
Okay, then. So so basically, when Phoenix is talking to Layla in legalese, he'll be like if he's addressing River, he'll be looking at Layla and speaking in legalese, but he'll be raising his voice just slightly higher so River can hear him.
Okay. And this is to communicate that the bartender has the symbol?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You're also able to communicate this way, right? You're like not too far away, so you're just kind of a little bit loud, but not obnoxiously so.
Mm.
Yes, exactly.
If you keep talking at that
it-
volume, they'll just assume that that's your default voice setting.
Phoenix is
Yeah,
already pretty loud spoken.
I imagine that Phoenix and Layla are like actually conversing, and then Phoenix, if they want to relay a message, just talks a little bit louder, but in some technical term or something like, and then they signed a contract.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, like, and then they signed the contract, and then like it basically legalese transfers over to River as necessary.
I like to imagine Layla's
Okay.
just responding, just like, "Is Jeremy still working on the Fisher account?"
Exactly.
Watched American Psycho the other day for the first time.
Oh my god.
Weird movie.
Phoenix, as you
Your life
listen,
transformed.
you do relay a piece of information to Riverdale, and you're kind of watching. The dwarf and the bartender are being cordial, but seem intentionally trying to avoid further conversation.
This is where River's going to be needed. That intimidation is going to be putting into work.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to create a confrontation at the moment. I feel like intimidation is like the skill you use last.
Well, you can use intimidation as a way to basically avoid conflict too. Think Batman.
Yeah, I guess
Like that.
so, but like
That,
this is a
that one
place of
goon where he
business.
enters a room and he looks at Batman and
Mhm.
then he just like walks away. That's a straight intimidation trick right there.
Yeah. Smartest character in the whole in the whole setting is that thug who was like, I'm gonna say nothing about this.
So I mean, you could always use intimidation like that.
I guess so. I guess so. Is it a different person who comes around to ask for food, or is it the bartender themselves who is waiting the tables?
The bartender is just kind of at the bar themselves, but there is a second person, just a woman who goes around and is like, do I order to be taken?
I've been told number 3 is good. And I was also wondering if I could buy some information. I'm just gonna be very direct about it.
A puzzled expression. Some legalese goes through. This person is not putting up an act about being confused.
Oh, sorry, that second question was for someone else. Just the number 3 for now.
You got it. And they head off.
And then I swivel my chair to the table with the dwarf. And more ominously repeat my request to get some information. Yo.
They wait, like like, are you trying to catch their attention, or do you in this way?
Yeah, sure.
They do not give you any attention. They are just talking to their friends. They're just telling stories to each other. You could tell that they heard you. Like, there's no way they couldn't have, but they're they're either unaware of what you're implying
Hmm.
or being intentionally obtuse about it.
Then in that case, I'm gonna stand up and pick up my chair and set it at their table backwards, so I can sit with my legs on either side of the chair back, like a cop trying to relate to someone.
Yo.
Like
So
a
you were
cop
caught doing
trying to
drugs
relate.
again.
The Captain America thing, like just
That way is sitting just like a disappointed dad who wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
The
In
worst.
fact, I'll let my glasses slip down my nose and look at them over it, so I'm like a disappointed librarian or something. You know how they do?
Uh, uh, so are you trying to be intimidating here, or are you just
A little bit,
teasing?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I am a little bit.
Alright, this is kind
Like,
of where the
you
intimidation
know,
check kicks in.
yeah. Just enough so
Go
that they
ahead.
know I'm not fucking around, but not
You
enough so
go
that
ahead
they
and
feel actually threatened.
you go ahead and sit down this way, right? Like at first, they kind of just give you some weird glances as you ominously say, "Hello, I'm looking for some information," and not only are you sitting in this way that seems to imply that you have some amount of power going on here, but you River glance over at the dwarf's friends in such a way as to very strongly imply that if there's not some cooperation here, that you are going to kill them.
Well, I mean,
Whether or not this is
Whoa, whoa,
actually the
whoa,
case is
whoa, whoa.
irrelevant.
I mean, that's a really high intimidation, so I believe it.
would you say they are frightened?
Actually,
Probably put
would
him on
Phoenix be
guard.
able to tell that they're frightened with his empathic?
The friends seem a little bit confused, like, huh? Who's this? But the dwarf, um uh they're trying to put up a big front here, but you can definitely sense that there is a certain amount of eminence that they can tell that they have picked up on what you're putting down here, as they kind of like you take a look at their feet, their Phoenix from the side, you can kind of see that their leg is shaking a little bit as they kind of, but in a strong voice that they're trying to hide to their friends. Excuse me, sorry, this is a business partner of mine I need to talk with.
Yo,
The other three are like, oh, work again? It's like, yeah,
Phoenix,
yeah.
Phoenix will in legalese tell River to bring him over to the bar. But like as he's thinking, he is speaking up to Layla. It's basically telling him like, bring him over to the bar, something like that.
Would you say these guys, Aqua, have the frightened condition at all, or they're just scared socially?
The other three seem oblivious. Your intimidation is so high it is
Mhm.
intentionally targeted at the only person that you care for targeted
Right.
at.
Well, I'm asking this because if someone is frightened of me and they're within my aura, they actually can't move.
You can choose to allow it, even if they were. But no, they don't have to frighten condition. But that they seem very nervous, if nothing else.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
very worried, maybe fear for their safety.
Just allow me to talk business with your friend for a few moments, and you can get back to your conversation.
One second.
So wait, were you telling me to
Alright,
like?
so you're going to the bar or going to the table with Phoenix and the
I think if he goes to the bar, that'd be great. And then if he could sit in between both me and River, so it'd be like Layla to my left, the dwarf would sit to my right, and River would sit to his right. So he'd be in between both me and River.
You do
Yeah.
see that before you go ahead and move in that direction, that there is the bartender that seems to be kind of eyeing what's happening over here, and the bar is right next to the bartender.
Yeah,
Tell you
I
what,
want to get them
to,
both
to
together. Is why.
avoid to avoid disrupting your very important get together, you friends, how about my new business associate will sit up here at the bar with me and we can chat and you all can stay at your table.
Is that what you're asking to the three friends?
Yeah.
And those are like, all right. Don't take too long though.
I don't intend to.
One of the drunker ones, it's like, yeah, just leave them alone already. They're always having, there's so much work. And the drunker's like, it's fine. It's fine. You know how it is. Sometimes there's always emergencies.
You know how it is. Oh, barkeep, a round for these fine fellows on me.
And then the sort of drunken one, like, kind of looks at you, glares, and goes, "I forgives you."
I give him finger guns.
All right, so the dwarf goes ahead and joins you over at the bar itself, right next to Phoenix and Layla, as had been planned out the scope there. And as
Mhm.
soon as they sit down, they just go, "What do you want?"
Phoenix will stop talking in legalese, sit facing both the bartender, sitting from Layla, turn to to the bar as he just says, "We're looking for the Harpers. You two, I believe, we can we can be of assistance to each other." Phoenix is like all of a sudden like maybe like cheery legalese, all of a sudden just like it's dark and serious as now he's just talking to both of them.
I can imagine the light literally dimmed here. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
All right. $32.
Okay. Give me a second, just checking something.
Ooh, contested rolls. Let me check one thing though.
Yeah.
The dwarf seems to they you could kind of get the sense that they were like uh planning necessarily to run, but at this point that has changed their mind from straight up running to listening, as they're not making any moves, they're just waiting for more information. Their demeanor hasn't changed very much, but they are not looking like they're on the verge of essentially calling for
Fleeing.
questions.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so he's basically got his attention. So Phoenix is gonna go ahead and introduce himself. Hello, my name is Phoenix Down. I am a detective of Waterdeep. These are my companions. You have met River, and this is my compatriot Layla. Um, we are looking for information in regards to one of your own by one named Errant Quill.
Know the name.
Sorry, what was that?
He just said, "I know the name."
Good, good. You see, Errant Quill, surely you know as to what he's been currently been up to as of late, do you not?
They're a librarian.
Hmm. Maybe not so much as you'd expect, actually. There is in my thorough investigation into Errant Quill and everything that I have learned back at Candlekeep, there is a deeper, much sinister plots being cohorted by your colleague. Surely this hasn't escaped the ears of the Harpers.
The they're kind of staring sort of straight ahead of trying to avoid any like direct eye contact with you as they're the drink that they brought with them bubbles there. I don't know what you're talking about. We've kept an eye on Candlekeep. It's important. So I don't know what you're trying to imply here. They seem to have a distrust of you, Phoenix.
Everyone always has a distrust of Phoenix. How about that insight check, by the way? Does it look like he's lying when he says this, or is it like he's like trying to like maybe cover for Errant Quill, or is he being absolutely honest and basically thinking that maybe I'm trying to lie to him?
They seem very doubtful about the things that you are saying. They don't seem convinced about this sinister plot that is being mentioned. Unconvinced, doubtful.
Hold on, let me
Um.
Google more synonyms.
Okay. Hold on. Then how would Phoenix do this? I think what he would try doing is okay. So Phoenix as a character would be very very methodical about like learning about the missing people, basically people because he remembers them thanks to the thanks to somehow I guess some magical effect that's preventing his memories from being wiped. Um and Phoenix's investigations in general into Candlekeep and in the missing people, what Phoenix would like to do is if possible, can Phoenix like maybe like grab a napkin and like grab it like a pen or something and then start writing down names of individuals whose memories have disappeared and basically to the knowledge of many other people.
What was the name of the person we spoke to last session, who was, I think, an adventuring companion of Eric Close?
The
That
Githyanki.
was a
That was
that
the
was a
Githyanki, but Phoenix doesn't know them. Vlak?
Oh,
Alex
right, that was on
wasn't
someone
here.
else's.
Yeah, we weren't there.
Right.
But I guess yeah, that's something what Phoenix would like to do is that he would basically like to provide evidence of missing people that disappeared into Candlekeep. He basically will like write down like a bunch of names, and he'll slide it over without looking at them, and then he'll just say, "These are individuals that entered Candlekeep. You can go ahead and use your Harper resources as necessary to look into each one of them. You'll find that these individuals have disappeared into paragons of history, into many people's memories."
they go ahead and take a look at the names that you have um uh written down there.
They'll be like, none of these people exist.
You're making shit up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because, like, if no one can remember these people and they're, like, scrubbed from everyone's memories, then maybe they would also, like maybe this guy would
Maybe
look
the
at this
Harpers
list and
have
be
something
like,
that can help
"No-"
them, though. They have a
Oh,
lot of there'll be inconsistencies in missing people.
well, maybe, but, like, maybe they would look at this list and they'd be like, none of these people exist.
The missing
Yeah, I mean,
people only don't exist as far as the people in Candlekeep.
Oh,
Alec
okay.
does recall that they did forget about who Tony was originally, including any references in their writing being completely scrubbed.
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, what Phoenix is trying to do is trying to like instill doubt. Like look it up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna find like research. Do your research as a Harper. Look up these people, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Like basically inconsistencies. They
Okay.
like yo, what the heck? This makes no sense, kind of thing. That even applies to stuff like the false Hydra, which erases people's memories. Inconsistencies will eventually sprout up. So that's
Okay.
kind of my hope.
Yeah.
They pocket the list because I mean they can't do anything with it right now. And they go, even if I did believe you, what does Quill have to do with this?
All right, this is the part where Phoenix will go ahead and reveal what not Phoenix's, Quill's plan is about creating a world where
He's in
what was it
control.
again? It was just like that's oh yeah, everyone's being sucked into the books, and because of this, he's been upping the ante on this, and now people basically are being sucked into the books in Candlekeep with such in a much greater strength than before. And Phoenix will say, will tell him to have a look see, maybe to like keep a record of this, and maybe have a Harper investigate the books more have a Harper investigate the books more thoroughly, and that Phoenix is actually gonna right now. He's not going back in there right now because he's working on a way to prevent a soul from being trapped, aka the soul beacon from one of his colleagues.
You try to reveal anything about the plan, and your mouth just simply will not budge.
Ooh.
Right, I forgot about that. Okay, so Phoenix will go ahead then. Is that he'll tell him he can't. I am unfortunately unable to reveal the plans due to some sort of block that was instilled in me by Quill. However, what I can tell you is that you need to investigate the books of Candlekeep. It is a very serious matter where if people get in there, they're unable to leave the chapters of the book.
You can't seem to mention that part either.
Oh,
The
dang it.
last part, that is.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll just tell him to investigate the books. But he would say, I can't tell them that. I'm guessing workarounds too also do not apply because I'm not a wordsmith. I'm assuming that I can't say those either.
Phoenix calculates rapidly every single possible version of wording it, writing it down, using body language, sign language, code, mental telepathy, and every attempt that they can think of. Just there's like this block that is preventing them from even attempting it in the first place.
Yeah. Darn it, Quill. Yeah, so I guess Phoenix can only just reiterate to him to have a look see in regards to the books. But man, how do I get this guy to trust him?
Layla River, you got it.
Trust
You
me.
are here as well in case you have some ideas.
I'm thinking it's tough though.
Well, it's one thing that came to mind for me is we could say that we are trying to clear his name, and so like someone else is accusing him. But I think since we led with he's bad, I don't think we can change tact like that.
No, I don't even think Phoenix would lie like that too, because Phoenix is once again horrible at deception.
Yeah.
Phoenix's strong suit is literally straightforward to the point.
Could we potentially just like, are we allowed to say that there's a block?
I think we can say that much.
Give it a try.
I mean, there was nothing stopping me from saying that there was a block preventing me from speaking about it, right?
Yeah.
Have you tried saying this?
Some block.
Yeah, so I mean, I do reveal to him that it'll be like, like there's a block that prevents me from speaking the words that would convey the real message to you. Honestly, I understand it's difficult to trust me. However, do note that as a detective, I find it in my best interest to gain positive repertoire with never lying about the way I speak.
Rapport?
Yeah, like a positive rapport, and that my words can be that of being of one of trust. However, it's like as any good detective is, what good would I be if I were to fall into the baseless lies that my enemies so love to use against me?
One second. They go ahead and they say you don't have to be a liar to be untrustworthy.
Ooh.
that may be the case, but I have no need to build up a trust only to just break it down as soon as possible. That is the exact opposite of what a good detective should be doing. My reputation demands much more. I do not speak these words because I want to put Errant Quill in such a negative light, and rather I have hopes that with the Harper's aid that we can maybe bring justice to a great injustice that I see.
There's like, and this is all being said in like just common, right? Not legalese.
Yeah, this is you see. I mean, they're
Okay.
not going to understand legalese. So yeah, Phoenix is basically is speaking common to these guys.
Okay, and Layla will also go ahead and try to like back yeah, she'll go ahead and try to like back Phoenix up here just by saying, by the way, do you have any idea how difficult it is to track the Harpers in the first place? We didn't necessarily come here because we wanted to pull a prank.
Pulling a prank.
It's just a prank, bro.
Like
Prank,
it's
bro.
just a prank, bro.
Hold on. Oh, whoop. Sorry, I dropped something. They reply back over to you, Layla. There are many who would seek the Harpers for various different reasons.
Such as?
I assure you, we came to came to seek not only but your aid. We have not come to demonize one of your own, but rather to inform you of something that we are seeing from one of your own. We're aware of Errant Quill. He is a good, misguided man as of right now. Look into the names. I assure you, you will find something. Use your resources as necessary.
Let's look at it this way. There is impending a great tarnishment that will come onto the name of the Harpers if what we are saying is true. Is there something we can do to help you in some way, for which in exchange you will be willing to help us? And truly, if you accept this, you will be winning twice over. One, in that we will do something for you, something beneficial, and you will win again in averting that which is otherwise coming for you.
I'm thinking about how to respond to this information. One moment.
Do it, no balls.
Well, yeah, I guess we could just make this purely transactional if we try.
Or that they respond over to Ripper. You say you need something, not just an investigation. What are you actually looking for?
Guess ultimately we're looking for their aid, aren't we?
Yeah, that's really it. So I guess we could try being purely transactional if this is the route that they want to go.
So just to sidebar and talk out of character, what is it specifically that we're looking for from them? Is it
As mentioned,
information, or is it their assistance in
Their
something?
assistance.
it's their assistance because of it's we're asking for more than just information about Quill. We're asking them to basically kind of like police their own. Like, yo, Errant Quill is one of you guys. What the heck are you guys letting him do?
So what would that look like from a request point of view?
My understanding is that maybe they will attempt to stop him. The Harpers are known for being a bunch of do-gooders anyway, so they're going to try to
Yeah.
stop evil when it comes up. So if they find out that one of their own is doing such evil, of course it'd be in their best interest to not let that happen. The thing is, though, it seems that because Errant Quill has such a high repertoire or like good standing amongst the Harpers, that they're unwilling to believe that maybe he is doing anything nefarious, and maybe the magic of Candlekeep is making it seem as though he's not as bad as he really is, even to the Harpers. So what we're trying to do is convince them otherwise, and that's what we're having trouble with. Because the most damning piece of evidence we cannot speak about.
So I guess what we want, we don't want assistance with saving these people specifically. We want them to look into it and prevent future people from coming in, or do we want them to help us actually confront him?
I think actually one or the other would probably be good. If they could basically try to secretly keep people from Candlekeep so less souls end up being taken, and or assist us when it comes to like either the final confrontation with Quill or a confrontation with Quill. Maybe they
Okay.
could try to convince him otherwise from what he's been trying to do.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of it from their point of view, because their point of view pre this conversation was Quill's a good dude, he's one of us, and now we just show up talking shit. So I feel like asking them to actually confront him with us might be kind of a big ask. But
Yeah, that's what I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to have
Yeah.
them do investigation on Quill. Hence why I
Yeah.
provide them the names.
I think that's a good thing to ask them to do, because if they do it and they come to the same conclusion we do, then I think they would willingly help us further.
Yeah, that's my hope. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking that this is going to be it's probably going to be a two-parter. So this is
Right.
probably not going to be solved right now. But the idea is that Phoenix is trying to get them to trust him and to have a look at these names in earnest. He doesn't want them to just like throw the
Yeah.
names aside or something like that.
Yeah. So then I guess what we would say to them is, what we want is to solve the disappearance of these people and prevent whatever harm befell them from happening to others. And so we would like to request that the Harpers also look into this. And should we also say that they should try and not tell Quill about it?
Yes, I would prefer if they don't, because informing Quill about it will only.
Could be bad.
Yeah, that would be
And-
bad.
Yeah. So, in the event, however unlikely it may seem, that Quill or someone close to him is involved, we would prefer it if you kept this investigation from him, just to prevent there from being any possible. What's the word I'm looking for?
Fallout,
It's like
collateral damage.
no, I'm
No, I
looking
think
for more like we don't want them to just we don't want him knowing about their investigation to distort the results of the investigation, right?
Exactly, yes. We don't want him to like all of a sudden like mold the investigation to like, oh yeah, we looked into it and
Yeah.
according to Quill, they're all fine. Like
So
no,
I think
no.
how River would pitch it is like to keep the results unbiased, because it's
Yes,
an
exactly.
investigation regarding him and his library. It's better to keep him uninformed. And I think that would be what we're asking for from them. It's just for them to look into it without telling Quill.
River, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yo, I like this.
28.
We have some of the most cracked rolls on this squad. I love it.
Pretty good.
I am a charismatic man. I'm a youth pastor.
Pastor. Insane.
Sorry, give me a moment.
Yeah.
They seem to be listening intently to the pieces of information as you see their hand kind of like they rub their fingers over on the napkin that has multiple names over onto it. Is something here that I was looking for. Sorry, give me a moment. Un momento. Sorry, I'm just reading through some stuff.
Yeah, no worries. You're allowed to read through stuff.
The reading.
The Harper here doesn't respond directly to the things you say, but says uh there have been stories I had heard about those longer than me within the organization about uh, it's known that about Quill undergoing a change. I always thought rumors are like a disease. Hmm. That seems to kind of conclude the thought that they have, but all these words seem to be they have listened intently to the things that you have all said.
I think that's good enough. I think if that's the case, he may be more willing to have a look at those names. Phoenix is not going to bring it up, and again, he's just going to go ahead and stand up. He's going to pull out his business card that shows a detective of Waterdeep with the address to the his detective office. As he slides it to him, as he just says, "We could talk more in my detective office if you wish to speak to us again, or I'll find you myself again at some point. Either
And
way,
when you
it's
determine what you would like of us, I gesture at the card, you will know how to reach us.
Phoenix one nod as he just says, "I thank you for your time and appreciate it. Continue to enjoy your meal and drink. Have merriment with your friends while you still can."
Mhm.
Phoenix will tip his hat and proceed to walk out.
Is my number 3 out yet, Aqua?
His number 3.
Number 3.
His
Yeah.
order he did at the start.
Yeah. You got the number 3 during in the middle of the conversation.
Okay, good.
As Phoenix opens the door to the outside, the wind blows his trench coat. Magic. No, I'm joking.
Do you have a to-go
Well,
box,
I
or can I
suppose.
take
Were you
this plate?
cooking?
Yeah. Give me a moment. You see that the server literally uses some kind of cantrip to mold earth into like the shape of a plate, and it solidifies and looks like a regular standard plate.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you. So then I take my number 3 in my to-go box as I go.
And you're heading out with him as well, Lulu?
Yeah, I'm heading out. I got no reason to linger around.
Right.
We gotta make our cool exit. It'd be kind of weird. It's like, oh, actually, can I get a drink?
Yeah, and also I have to piss in real life so fucking bad, you guys. So
Yo,
I'll be back.
I think that was a good exchange. I think that
I
was
think so too.
good job, team.
Good job. Woo! Team law.
So would you describe? So you found the Harpers and TBD what they will do.
I guess
Well,
it's
what
to
we're
be
hoping
determined.
that they will do is that. Oh, sorry.
I said they made their voices heard.
You can only hope to see what happens.
Indeed.
I'm just writing down results TBD. We'll find
Yeah,
out.
so I guess like in general is that we gave them a list of names of the missing people and then told and asked them to go ahead and do their own research into the matter. Now whether they do it or not is up to them, but at the moment they seem possibly receptive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess with that, Phoenix will return back to Candlekeep, ready to dive into the layers of the third level layer of the Hales.
Okay. Just bring up something here. All right, so you return over to Candlekeep and regroup where Alec at the end of the week is able to reveal their cool new weapon that they had acquired.
Sparkle, sparkle.
I also tell everybody about the guy.
The dude.
The man. What's this? Oop-a-doo-doo. Where is this thing I had? Why do I lose things lately?
I don't know.
That's not cool.
Jesus Christ, I need to make more tea. Oh yeah.
All right, so you regroup at the end of the week, and you can take a moment to discuss what your plan is in approaching. I mean, are you just going to teleport down or randomly and hope for the best? Or you got an actual strategy?
Listen, I've not been to the third layer of hell before, but I suppose we should discuss it. Okay. All right. Well, first of all, has anyone here been to the hells before?
I most certainly have not, and I would hope that I would never have to go there ever again, or go there anytime soon. But it seems that
I can't go back.
I've been to the abyss once.
I have not been there. I have prepped a couple different spells. That
We
might be
are
the
going
one.
to, and this is according to my notes from previous time DM. So, Zia, if this is wrong, then please just correct me. I'm interested in going to the third layer of hell. What is it? Minoros, I believe. Yes, which from my limited and purely academic research, seems a somewhat dreadful place. We're talking bogs, poison, eternal ice storms, such things, decaying bodies, what have you. My rationale for going there is I'm interested in getting one of their, we shall call it a soul collection beacon machine. I would ideally like to see if we cannot get one and bring it back, or at least get core parts of it, with the concept being that perhaps we might be able to counteract or anchor ourselves from the books back out into the material plane.
Mhm.
You have some other information about Minaros, depending on how much. Do you have history, of proficiency, and/or expertise?
I have, let's see, history, proficiency.
Okay. The most of what you said is pretty much correct. And also that because that Minaros, third layer of hell, is a festering swamp bog that essentially covers the entire plane. There's only one real civilization of any kind, and that is the sinking city, ruled over by the Duke of Greed, the archdevil that rules the lair there, um, um, who rules over to Minaros, Mammon.
Yo, fudge.
Yeah.
Well, could be better. I mean, could be worse. Could be
Yeah.
Zariel.
Oof. Yeah, Zariel, yeah!
Could be Tiamat. Anyway, this is I imagine what we're gonna look like.
Oh,
just
Tiamat too,
going through the
jeez.
bog. This is
Oh,
this is
What
what
else
is
is
that?
chilling?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Maestro only has religion, not history. Do we
So wait,
want
what do we know about Minaros' landscape? Maybe we should prepare for that.
I
I know
It's a
mean,
bog.
just
It's a bog.
Yeah, a
It's
poisonous,
not just a
potentially
bog;
poisonous.
it's the bog.
Okay, so
It'll
guys,
boggle your mind.
a
Okay.
couple questions regarding spells. Planar binding. Do y'all think that's a good idea? And water walk and protection from poison.
I was about to
Definitely
mention.
Poison.
from poison. Yeah.
I was about to mention. You know, if it's a bog all the time, we can't assume that there's like a place to stand. So something like water walking sounds
Oh yeah, that's a good
incredibly
one. Yeah,
useful
water
to
walking.
me.
Yes, that's
we
one of
Water
the
have
three
walking
I
would
to,
be
asked
great.
about.
if we have
Yeah.
to stay there for extended amount of time, Liam's tiny hut or even like the mansion spell could be good nice also.
I mean, if you guys want, I have that Temple of the Gods, but that's a 7th level spell.
What does that one do?
That's one of my favorites. It's basically the
well-
tiny hut but huge.
Doesn't it
So, like,
also
Boom.
prevent
There we go.
prevent like demons from doing something to it? Hold on.
How long does it last?
Must make a charisma save. It can't enter the temple for 24 hours. It lasts 24 hours.
I'm just laughing because I feel like Manon
Yeah,
would not take well to us creating a temple of the gods in his lair of hell.
Yeah,
Well-
that was one of the big things.
Well, we do want to get their attention, right?
I mean,
Mhm.
probably, but I think even then, that is such a good spell.
It's a 7th level spell.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, basically, that would basically guarantee we get long rests if we need be.
Yeah.
Well, they can enter.
Many will enter.
Yeah.
You will win.
It's a 24-hour thing. They make a charisma save, so given that we're going to one of the hells, I assume at least some of them are going to have good charisma.
Yeah.
And my DC is
Yeah.
But probably only like the really powerful ones,
22.
and then we won't have to deal with their little
Well, my
minions
DC
or
is
anything.
22 for this. Maybe
Mhm.
20,
Mhm.
maybe 24. Actually, it'll maybe be 24.
Yeah, the ads are not going to touch us with that.
When it comes to things that will let us long rest, I think that is probably the best thing available to us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
agree.
it'll be
The
valuable to
level of
have it.
spell.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the slot is big.
Mhm.
But it will
I've also
be
got freedom of movement, that we can cast instead of Water Walk if need be.
I think it's probably better if we avoid it being in the water, as long as
mhm.
like even if we can move freely. I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming we're probably gonna have negative effects by being in the bog. It's probably
Use
better
Dash
if we're
and
just
grab back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Let
walking
me
on
for
top of
me,
unprep
it.
you
my
don't have to worry
spider
about it.
bite
I
then.
have perma Azamar wings, so I'm good. And I think Zashi also flies all the time. Is that right?
And I also hover, so
I do.
Hover,
Okay, so
but
we got
I do walk on walls
And
and
opinion
surfaces.
on planar binding.
Can you
planar
remind me
planar
what that
binding.
does?
could be useful.
It
It
takes an
could be
hour to
useful if we want to
cast.
get information on where to go. Like if we manage to capture one of them, you could basically just force them to comply to us.
Mm-hmm. It's again a charisma save, and it's not my poison, so it's a DC 22.
Well, to be fair, I suppose controlling the fiends will probably be very easy for River to do with the ring of malice he has.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, that's
definitely
true.
the Ring of Malice would probably work better. So I will go ahead and unprep that.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave the dominations to River because he's probably gonna be using a lot of that.
Okay, so that also
Yeah.
removes my Conjure Celestial and Planar
Perdon.
ally stuff. Banishment probably won't be good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I keep Remove Curse. I mean, I always keep that, but I've got Magic Circle for,
I also have
you
that
know,
one, so and then on top
mhm,
of that, I also still have enforce order, which allows me to cast Magic Circle.
yeah. I've got it just in case. Can anyone else think of any other good cleric spells for this?
I mean, only other
Wish.
thing it's low level is wish God is
Well, I'm not
and I've got
wrong.
it is protection against evil and good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a really good one.
I think I've got that prepped.
Actually, I already have that as a cantrip, so I mean, I can at
Oh,
least get
geez, yeah.
some. Yeah, yeah, I have it as a cantrip,
Yeah.
so we're good on that front at least.
Yeah. I forget how. I always forget that you've got that level reduction. That's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten to use
There's
my.
you're well considering possibilities. There's not just a swamp. There is the pretty much at least every hour there's like frozen hail that rains down violently on the ground.
Okay,
So
so bog and hail,
uh,
perfect. We need something for
protection
any
from
elements,
energy, or
something
I
that can
mean,
that's
prevent
a
the hail from hitting
concentration.
us.
hail does. I mean, like ice storm does what? Like, is that cold damage?
Typically, it'll
Bludgeoning
do
damage?
cold and bludgeoning combined. Although, what will help with that is, wait, let me double check that that is a option. We can, we can, if we have the Azamar Nexus, we can pick cold as an option to become resistant
Yeah,
to.
I've got that to be resistant.
I'll have to change it.
Oh yeah, I guess we can change it now, huh? Are we allowed
Yeah,
to change it,
long
Aqua?
rest. It says,
Oh yeah, I guess
if the property allows you to choose types, you can change the types by completing a long rest with a cluster portion on your person.
well, I'll probably change mine from radiant to cold then.
Yeah,
No, I
would
already have cold as
probably.
a damage resist. Never mind, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, but let me edit that effect. Hold. No, not that. Why did it go to bludgeoning instead? Cold.
Is there anything that could protect us from the elements? Is that even a spell? That sounds like a
Endure
spell.
Elements was an older spell. The Azamar Nexus also protects us from just environmental cold. A Ring of Warmth would do it. It might not be a. I mean, protection from energy is a spell, but I'm not seeing a relevant other spell right now
I've
for
got a
protection
ring of
from.
warmth.
I'm
My
back.
aura.
I mean, I can swap out more
I think the
spells.
Azamar Nexus will probably keep us fine because that extreme cold. I think we'll be fine. I think our main
What?
concern is the gosh dang bludgeoning damage if it's like hail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that will likely be save or suck. Unless it's an attack roll, which I kind of doubt. Yeah, I'm mostly looking at my second level spells at this point to see if I can find any relevant stuff. We've got food handled, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I've got Hero's Feast to start, and then
Oh yeah, good call.
Never forget the powerful hero's feast because I think it's correct.
Truly.
we love that spell. It's why I almost
It's a good
never
spell.
bother. My Hero's Feast that I cast
It's
almost
fucking
every
amazing
time.
spell.
It's why I never cast Heal as a 6th level spell, because I've only got one fucking 6th level slot. Like, I don't even bother to mark it back up if I'm manually changing things. Like, I always unmark it first thing. Okay, yeah, the Holy Temple, the Temple of the Gods is... Oof. Yeah.
How long does Temple of the Gods take to cast? Hold on.
It takes an hour to cast.
That's what I thought. It's a ritual, right?
Let me double check, but
Or it's just a long cast. Okay.
it's a long cast.
Hmm.
Takes an hour, lasts 24. And even if they do make the save to get in, attacks, ability, or saves are minus 1d4.
I'm just like number
Protection
one way
from
to piss off
divination.
like one of the
It
rulers of
improves
hell.
the
Just
healing on
create
the inside. Like, any healing gets +5, because that's my whiz modifier. Can't be dispelled by dispel magic, no anti-magic field. Yeah, it just uses, and it's a holy symbol. So no expensive material requirements.
I mean, from the sounds of it sounds like we're as prepared as we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, does anyone else have any spell choice to debate here?
No, not really. It sounds like you got all the good stuff. The only thing if there were a
Well,
spell for the elements, I think that'd be a concern that we should probably have to consider taking. But I guess if we don't have anything or there's nothing to it, then I guess we're just gonna have to just tough it.
I think there might be no spells. Okay, there's items but no spells. At least that was a long time ago, at least. Just did a quick Google search. Yeah, honestly, it'd probably be more of... Yeah, so this is going to end up using a lot of Maisha's spells for the various things. So she might not be as effective in combat as she normally is, which is gonna suck.
We got a paladin. We're good.
We've got a paladin, we've got Maisha, we've got fucking
I'm being objectified.
name, fuck. Ash. God's damn, I suck with names. Yeah,
Yeah.
between the three of us, we've probably got it handled pretty well.
Hopefully.
I mean, it sounds like we're all good to go. So if there were already ping, I'd be hitting it. Be ready.
Ding.
Okay.
Hold on, wasn't there already
Alright.
ping?
So you
Yeah, I
go
thought we
ahead
had
and
one.
what's your oh yeah, we have that ready.
Ready.
What is the what am I trying to say? Uh sorry,
Yes.
for multitasking. What is the spell that you were using or spell or effect you're using to get down over into third level?
Plane shift.
All right. So you go and what are you where are you targeting with plane shift? Just Monaros generally? It's a pretty big plane.
Would I know from my discussions like where in the plane I'm most likely to find these soul beacons, like
Probably
close to the city?
close to the one. Yeah, probably at least close to the city.
There's only one city because everywhere else in Monaros is pretty much completely inhospitable outside of
All right,
like the
we're going to
occasional
the city.
location. But there's one other confounding factor, which is it is almost certain that most dukes are, they have dominion over their own plane of existence. And unless Mammon is a terrifying idiot, they will not have allowed teleportation directly into the city.
What the hell?
Outside of the city, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, just
Like a mile or
outside
two
of the
away.
city.
As well as
So,
I go and cast everyone with a non-detection.
and Maisha is, of course.
Get our heroes
Well,
feast. Everyone gets their
about that time.
non-detection.
Hey!
Nice. I rolled like shit. Okay.
I always forget what we roll for Heroes Feast. It's
2d10.
2d10.
Why do we all have to roll?
8.
Because
It's
all
a
of
rolling
us,
game.
it's an
Because
individual
we
thing.
all
Ah!
eat different amounts of food. That's why.
It's so true. I'm so glad I rolled before my
You ate so
son.
much, bro.
Oh wait, I forgot to
I
lower
was
it.
We've
hungry.
got how many of us going?
Let's see.
That 10 HP?
1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
No,
it's
it's
Perfect.
max
max
8
10
of
HP.
us.
HP.
That
Max
is
HP?
perfect.
So that means, wait, no, was the Grey Render was following someone else, right? That was Jacob.
It was
Yeah.
Jacob.
Um,
We don't have
did
to
we
worry
have
about him right now.
did we have any companions or anything that we were gonna bring along?
I think we have
My
enough for
kitty
playing
widget?
shift although.
Well, yeah, but you can summon your kitty witch once we're there.
But yeah, he wants to eat now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He'll gum up all the gears.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm the only one with a generic kitty
Hell
widget
yeah.
still,
Ay.
so
We
everyone else
have.
has put a core into theirs.
Wait, I want to look at them again. Where are they?
Characters, summons.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Cinder, Kitty Widget, Vampire, and Zephyr. Why is the only one not named like the second one?
Because it's alphabetical, and I haven't gotten anything to improve the kitty widget, so no
Oh,
special names.
Aqua, has my kitty widget leveled up at all?
Kitty widget's a level up.
They advanced in
They're
some way.
static.
Well, Ash has
You
got
have
stronger.
to.
It says 40 HP.
The cores.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's what the
cores
core
give
does. The
improvements.
core gives
Yeah.
20.
Oh, is it? No.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at mine.
Their
Not yours.
cores
No.
give different benefits.
Again, wrong one. Zephyr doesn't even have a core. Holy moly.
Zephyr has a core, you leave him alone.
The Gale Force core.
It's not in there. It's not on
Why
its
is it not
sheet
in there? What
somewhere.
have I done? Damn it.
And it's
I'll have to
probably
put it
in the
as the
fucking
effect or
items.
something. I don't fucking know. Let me see.
Gale Force core.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Gale Force.
That it gives 20 HP. Disadvantage to being grappled.
Oh, sorry,
No
they
opportunity
evolve
attacks.
somehow. We gotta get this little dude evolved.
Maisha wouldn't mind improving her kitty widget so she can have them out more often, but
Okay. Hold on.
although she does have an idea, but that it would be kind of silly to do.
I don't know how to edit
The
the sheet.
All right. So, just to make it clear, how far away how many miles away from the city are you trying to go to? Note that this city is massive. Let me get a minute. Let me double check on this because I want to be
I
sure
mean,
about.
I don't know. Like, what would I think is reasonable? A mile?
All right, a mile outside from the city, you got it. Oh, it's the fucking city. Du-du-du.
You've doomed us
Is that
all.
the right answer?
I was putting it as a question.
Survey
A
says
half mile? A league? How long is a league? Let's see.
10,000 miles.
Of Legends.
League distance.
League.
What is
I
a
didn't even know.
statute mile? Like, fucking Christ, I looked it up and it's like a league ranges from 2.4 to 4.6 statute miles. What the fuck is a statute mile? I don't fucking know. Like,
Look that up and it'll give you another
Yeah.
kind of mile.
A statute mile is like between a fifth and a quarter of a league.
Wow.
what?
It just like
I
reverses on
hate
itself.
everything right now. This is why we went to the metric system. A kilometer. We'll go with a kilometer.
Maybe a couple kilometers.
A
Wow,
killion meters.
kilometer. What
This
could be
game
more
uses
definite?
feet. What are you guys doing? What's a kilometer in
D&D
feet?
uses the
Okay,
imperial
for
system.
your information, I almost always use metric when building a character and then have to convert
Uh-huh.
to imperial.
Why?
I mean,
I
you
switch
remember
between
all the
Alright.
imperial and
characters in the
metric, but that's
campaigns.
because I'm a scientist.
You know, on Super
I'm
Earth, they
just a
use
nerd.
Yeah, I'm on drugs, so I'm really good at the metric system.
The metric system is not fucking hard. If you need to be on drugs to be good at it, then what the fuck?
The imperial
It's a
system is
joke.
so easy. People are over the top
It's a
about
drug
it.
joke.
You need special mnemonics
know,
to
I
remember
think
the
that
unit stuff.
as a
It's
European immigrated to the United States, I will tell you guys that I use inches way more than like
yes,
centimeters.
yes.
Centimeters?
But only
Yeah.
because I'm surrounded with people that don't know what centimeters is.
Right?
So
Like, when I look up the fucking weather, my default is in Celsius.
That's insane to me.
That's I
Because
think
in
the
my
Fahrenheit.
mind,
when
in my mind,
Page five,
Fahrenheit is better for measuring weather because there are more units between freezing and like the hottest day you could have. So it's more precise.
Fahrenheit was designed for how people feel. Celsius was for how water behaves.
but we
Fahrenheit
are
is
people and not
Fahrenheit is
water.
salt water.
So you know.
Yeah, but 0 being freezing sounds smarter than 32 being freezing.
Right? Well, 0 is
Fahrenheit
when
is
you're like,
for
fuck this, I need to go inside,
No, I'm
basically.
sorry, but Celsius is stupid. I hate it.
Fahrenheit is for salt water.
I also like Fahrenheit more than Celsius, personally, but
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
could be like, oh my god, it's like 100 degrees today, and people at Europe think that you're dying in the apocalypse.
How about we
It's
make
like,
everyone suffer and just switch to Kelvin?
That
You
sounds
know,
amazing.
that's
Yes.
your worst idea yet.
But unironically, the hill I will die on is that month, day, year is better than day, month, year.
I agree
For
with
sure.
I
that.
Fuck
agree.
that.
I agree.
For sure. Because if you're telling someone a date and you want them to quickly understand what time of year it is, then the month leading is better.
That
I
does make
agree.
sense.
So
I
I
actually
just
got
like the
I went
nice
for a
order of
month day
small
year
to
as well.
large.
Yeah.
I just like the
year,
order of small
month,
to
day.
large.
No,
Your month
I
day?
The year
leading with
has
the
less
month.
impact
Leading with
Year,
the month
unless you're
month,
makes
talking
more
day.
sense.
historically.
Anyway, as our group debates the best measurement.
Your mom
Units.
day, more like
Uh-huh.
your mom dumb.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Got him.
To the third
Got
man.
'em.
Come.
Absolutely roasted. Wasn't even close.
Jesus.
Just not even a challenge.
Oh, anyhow,
Do it again.
back to actually gaming.
Yeah. What do they use in Hell?
All right. All
Imperial?
right. You get your plane shift ready to head over to Monaros. You go ahead and cast your spell, and in a blinding flash of light, you open your eyes, Ash, and here is what you see. Hold on, let me show you what you see. 1 second.
Big old sign that says "fuck off, you're not welcome here."
No, it says
They built a
welcome
wall.
to hell.
They built a wall.
Are we in the Great Library? There's no way, right?
No, hold
You
on,
can't
I'm
teleport
getting
into the library. It's not possible. They don't
It'd be
let
pretty.
you do that.
It'd be pretty funny
It's
if we just
gonna
go here to
be a
Hell and it's just
happy
exactly like Asmund
day
Hotel.
in hell.
You know, I was gonna say we get to meet Maman. That's like super exciting for me.
So
No.
let's go visit the Has-Been Hotel.
As I was just double checking something.
Maman is in
You
hell
open
the
your
most.
eyes.
Yep.
You
I
open your
know.
eyes, and here's what you see. You are you're still here.
He sells dildos.
Damn it.
Sorry.
We should have done it outside of Candlekeep.
Oh.
No, this is
I-
outside. You're not actually in Candlekeep. Nothing changed. You're still exactly
Ugh.
where you're standing, Ash.
So we were still too close to the city. Okay.
Man.
Did you do that one under a kilometer or a mile?
I couldn't remember what we actually decided on.
Because a kilometer is 0.6 miles and a mile is 1.6 kilometers. The quick
Exactly.
math.
Oh, a mile is a mile. Come on.
Okay,
So
guys.
anyway.
I think we'll live if we have to make the walk. To be honest.
all right.
I-
All right.
Yeah.
I would like
Say
to
fucking 5
double
miles or
whatever
some shit.
distance it was, or so. Fine, we'll do fucking 3 miles.
So 3
No,
miles is
6 miles. Let's
5
see.
miles.
5 miles this time, splitting the
9
difference.
mile.
10 miles.
8 mile.
8
8 mile, like the song.
8 mile. We have to
8
do 8
mile.
mile,
8
guys.
mile. 8.
Bring the spaghetti as well. It'll help it work.
Oh my god.
Okay, we've decided M&M mile.
Mhm.
8.
And Alec will
One
bring the mom's
M&M
spaghetti
mile.
for when we get Tony back.
Okay.
Wait,
so
what about Alec?
Alec, bring the mom's spaghetti so that we can give it to Tony when we get her back.
Oh,
Because that's
our
still
mother doesn't
mom's
cook.
spaghetti.
Mom
Mm.
spaghetti.
Someone vomit on your sweater.
Already?
Already.
Yeah, already.
Oh
There's
my
vomit
God.
on my sweater already.
Alright, 8 mile. So,
Well, if it isn't the real Slim Shady.
no?
Oh, yeah, I'm
I'm
the only
the
one
real
standing.
Slim Shady.
Put
Guess
one of
who's
your
back?
fingers on both hands up.
Back again. Shady's back.
so 5 miles, is that what I was hearing?
8.
8.
8 mile.
We're gonna do 8.
We're doing
8 miles.
the M&M mile.
God.
All right, that did eat up one of your spell slots, just to be clear.
Yeah, I marked it. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look at this plane shift. Oh, 7. Oof.
No, it's fine. I'm using my staff.
Oh, okay.
All right. You touch your staff to the ground, and a blinding flash of light emanates outward as you're all transported away to a new world.
8
We're
mile
playing
is
New
the
It's
World?
what you wish.
Wow.
It was just a blinding flash of light in this case, and you still didn't go anywhere.
Do you
Wait,
Guys,
we
I
didn't?
think I think you guys are being too generous with it. Like literally, just say like a good 50 miles or something. We can walk it, as I said.
It'll take a
Oh.
couple days.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like we're assuming that like all teleportation is like away from this thing. We can't assume just like, oh, we could just walk it. Like we
Okay.
can adventure. We're okay. We're fine.
Any votes for
Would
69
I have,
miles?
before I waste any more time, would I have any idea just from doing research about how far out I would need to try to go?
I mean, we could take another day off
Would
real
you like
quick.
to do some research? You're not exactly like remember extended rests are a week, but you could just go and research this for a bit first.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. We're putting this off for a second longer. You go ahead and spend a few hours checking and double checking to make sure you don't waste any more spell slots on this.
Wait a minute.
From what you're gathering, you're going to have to at least teleport in about it seems like scholars have been trying to estimate the actual distance, but it's going to be closer to like 333 miles.
What?
Yeah, so
Damn.
it's pretty close. We're being way too generous with it. We need to go further.
Three.
I'm glad it's just
Holy
that
shite.
because I know that like one of the big concerns about yeah, like when it comes to like going into hell and stuff like that, I was worried we had to go through Avernus first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're
Ooh.
basically skipping that, so thankfully.
Yeah, I
That
know.
you suspect is the reason why it's so far away to teleport in. Because the standard way of getting to the third level of hell is literally the faster way, right? For people who are like in a hurry, for example, they're trying to save somebody in the third level, is to go through the first layer and then the second layer. But you know, that's the whole
That sounds
process.
lit. That sounds lit as fuck. First level.
Do you guys want to
I'm-
go straight to the third level or to the first level?
We just go through and it
Apparently
becomes
it's
like
quicker.
Hades but in reverse order.
The real question is, what did Aqua prepare for?
Exactly.
I do
I
not
think
have any first and second levels.
All right, so
Alright,
the third
then
level it is.
Sorry.
Let's go to
The
let's go to
powers that
350.
be.
Let's just give it a
Not
little bit of
actually.
wiggle room
No,
and say
guys,
350 miles.
we have to go to 420.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Oh
it's
god.
not like we have to walk, so just pick the funny number.
Fine.
It just takes more time.
Okay, first.
It's fine. We can make the
first-
walk.
First, we should-
69,428.
Yeah,
Alright,
Malarkey
420
can carry
blaze it.
Maisha so she doesn't slow y'all down.
First, long rest, so you get those spell slots back.
They didn't use spell slots.
It's okay, it was my staff with Magi, so I'll
Okay.
Which
live.
resets at dawn.
Pogger's champion. Let's go.
Doctors.
All right, let's
Oh,
go.
sure.
420.
All right.
But
You
420
teleport
blaze it.
human and hoping that the literature that you've encountered up to this point has been accurate. I'm believing in the faith of the written text. You touch your staff to the ground, and there is a blinding flash of light as you are transported to a whole new world.
A horrid new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Oh, no world.
It's what you wish would have happened, and is what indeed happens.
We're here.
Thank
We
fuck.
did it, boys.
Wow.
Go, guys. I hear Maman sells dildos. So
Hold on. This is the Lord of Greed, right?
yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least we know what we're in for.
Hell yeah, this place is sick. Look at this. Look at this art.
I watched Hell of a Boss, so I knew exactly what to expect. Dildos, chauvinism. Let's do this.
He doesn't even do
And
the clown
musical
shit anymore.
numbers. Don't forget the musical numbers.
That's true.
All right. I guess looking around, now that we're here, can I see the city? I'm assuming the city is large. Is it large enough that I can see it off in the distance?
You stare off into the distance, but first let me paint the scene of what Monaro's here looks like, because this is not a pleasant place. Immediately upon being teleported in, you are hit in the face with the most vile stench, if you have a nose, that you have ever experienced in your entire life. This place
How would you
reeks.
know?
This place reeks.
Reeks of what?
Fuck. This is like that time back in my gang. Oof, in the fucking gutter with
Aqua
the
can't
bodies.
even
But
smell,
worse.
so he's like lying.
Wow.
Phoenix just looking around, just like, I am so glad that I cannot smell.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even think. Well, here we. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Wait,
Maestro
those
even
already
has a
just-
fucking mask on.
I
It's
I want to go back already.
I'm,
It's not even a functional
kind of
fucking mask.
I'm kind of
like-
psyched. I'm kind of pumped.
Here's what
I
you
swear.
Here's what you see. Out into the distance, as far as your eyes can see, there is a vast and dismal swamp that stretches beyond the horizon, engulfed in a perpetual miasma of decay. You look around and there's rotting vegetation and acrid fumes. All the water you see here is polluted and sickly yellow green. You venture a little bit forth, just walking, and as I think you're like, just touch your foot to the ground to see what it's like, and it the bone that you touch that just kind of pokes
Bloop.
out and then sinks down into the mire. The sky is brown, ugly, and almost smoke-like, making it very difficult to stare into the sky itself. Though here, wherever you had teleported, you arrived in what appears to be a building, and it becomes clear why the name of this city, although you're not at the city itself, but merely a remnant of it, a small area that tried to escape from it and now appears to be completely desolated. Many of these buildings you can see are the top of buildings, as everything is always perpetually sinking lower and lower into the mire.
Mm.
Just to make it clear, how are some of you? So, does everybody have a way of flying, or do we have to account for that? I think you all had established that you managed to avoid being on the ground.
I think most of
Uh,
us are walking on the mire, as in with water
Water
walking.
walk. I can
I
ritual
am
cast it.
flying.
Yeah, they can ritual cast it too.
Okay, they can retrocast it, then we don't have to track it very much.
Yeah.
I have like I can stand on any surface, including water, lava, etc.
All right.
And Ash already just fucking floats.
Yeah, several people float, and then the rest are water walking.
With the ritual spell too, so it just kind of stays, which is convenient.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
to not slow everyone else down, Maisha will ask Malarka to carry her. Because Maisha has the slowest move speed.
I miss Tony. Tony would have been asked.
Yeah.
My God.
But Maisha has a 25
This is
foot
going to
move
be a
speed.
several days journey by foot. So
Yes.
Yep.
Unless
We're
we have
ready
something
for
to
it.
speed us up.
Oh, and at all points, Phoenix will also make sure that everyone's always topped off with non-detection. If we can avoid getting any of the top brass to know that we're here, that'd be great.
all right, non-detection is applied over to everyone, which hides your presence from divination. Any other preparations before you begin to trek, as there's only one walking to go, and you have you know that the sinking city itself is at the center of this at the center of Menorah, which is the plane itself. So you know it's easy enough to orient yourself in the right direction.
Great.
Cool.
Maisha doesn't have anything else you'll cast right now. She has a few things that she will probably cast as reactions to events, but not right now.
All right,
All right.
and you go ahead. You go ahead and begin your journey. The trek itself is uneventful, if ugly, for the first hour of walking. By the end of the hour, however, the darkened brown sky already is giving way to what seems to be a sound of a crack, as if something just shattered up above. And immediately, you can see it beginning to rain down, and quickly washing over into your direction is the vicious, icy hail that pollutes the realm.
Oy.
Yep, I guess we were
Okay.
expecting this one.
Mhm.
We've all got that resistance to cold and the Azamar Nexus that can reduce the damage by 10 for each instance, right?
Yep.
By any chance, does anyone have something like milled earth or something like that? And maybe we can just, well, actually, no, it's meld into stone. Like earth, like something
I
shape, like to basically like maybe just create like a cover or an umbrella using the earth
I
itself.
have I have
I
molded
did
into
not prep stone
stone,
shape.
but
No, we're not
Wait,
looking for a
we're
meld
in a
into
fucking
stone.
swamp.
Yeah.
you want an umbrella?
Well, I was like, if we could just like use the earth itself to basically block the damage, like
Yeah, I've
stone
got.
shape or
I
something.
mean, I have mold earth, but
My cantrips will not
Yeah.
help here.
yeah.
Yeah, my stuff again doesn't help much.
Yeah, I mean, if we got nothing for the bludgeoning, then we just gotta just accept it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Right? The hail hits hard and fast onto your current location as it just is pelting every which way. Um, and it
Hold her shield
stings. This
over
is
her head.
not like, your ordinary earth hail where it just like kind of lightly taps onto you and it's like, ow. Pretty much every single one of these is like the size of a baseball and is
Oh shit.
intentionally attempting to crush you. Um, Unless somebody has some way of protecting themselves or covering themselves from this, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Maisha will hold her shield over her head. If that helps.
Start, but it's still pelting the side of your body pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Dexterity saving throw.
Yo, River's ready for this.
I have good saving throws.
Oh hell yeah.
So
Oh, hold
This
on.
is
I
not
guess,
one of Maisha's
I guess,
good
I guess we
ones.
get the pluses from River.
I have the
Oh right.
Or
cube of liquid metal, so I can make a 10-foot, I guess shield kind of thing, and just hold it up above some people.
this is a
Oh,
plus
that'd be
4
great.
for everyone.
So I'm
But
gonna put
given that angle that the hail is hitting at, there's because 5 feet alone is not enough to be able to. A 10 feet, it would be enough to protect yourself. And if someone really squanches up next to you, maybe another person would be somewhat
Like
protected.
Maisha carried piggyback.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
Masher is being carried piggyback right now.
Yeah.
yeah. So those two are okay with that. The cube of liquid metal
How
able to hold
long?
solid surface.
How long do we have to go?
You are 332 miles away from the city currently.
huh? Damn, we blew through 100
I mean,
miles.
some
No,
good
what I mean
progress.
is like, hang on.
Yeah,
Like, it's
this is
just
gonna be the
permanently
issue.
hailing.
How long is
No,
it?
It hails very frequently, and it's been hailing for the last 5 minutes, and it's not letting up at all.
I mean the liquid
That
metal
good.
basically is at least a shield for the two people that we probably well,
Yeah,
well,
could
Malakra
I
for
turn?
themselves and then for Maestro.
I can turn myself into gaseous form at will. Could that work?
Let me
It's not
check
at
something.
will, but it's like a free spell slot. It's 1 hour.
I'm just double checking. Note that you can only fly at a rate of 10 feet. during this time.
No, you're gonna slow us down with that.
I
Wait.
mean, just ritual cast another walk water just on everyone
10
this
feet.
time. Because of the wind
Yeah.
and driving hail.
Oh.
No, it's just part of the spell. You can only move 10 feet while it's active.
While you're gaseous, oh.
But yeah. Could I polymorph myself into something with a hard shell?
What do you have in mind?
A Tarask?
Polymorph is for monsters only,
It's a
right?
Rask.
Rawr! Curl
Any
up in your shell.
beast. And the CR rating is like pretty high now. 9? Let me
Pull
take a
up 5e
look.
tools.
How about a huge giant crab?
I mean, that still sounds like you're just still getting hit.
It has a hard
Is-
shell though.
You're still getting hit. What I'm trying to say is that, like, if we're getting hit with bludgeoning damage, you need something that's literally immune to bludgeoning damage.
Can someone change into a fucking clay golem?
I
Hang
do
on.
not have this power, I'm afraid.
Does anyone have something I can latch onto as a living flame?
What do you mean by that?
I do not have fire resistance, unfortunately.
I have fire resistance.
I mean, I can cling to you as fire, as literal fire.
That sounds rad. What would that do in game terms?
You emit a constant aura of heat, melting the form and energy of projectiles that are aimed at you. You have resistance to ranged attacks.
And since I fly, could I like hover above the party so that like as the hail comes down, it like melts it?
Like you're holding on to Eminence of Inferno?
Is that what you mean, Tyler?
I was talking about using the second part, turning into fire, so I don't get hit by the hail. Unless just having evidence of Inferno means the hail just melts around me.
What if I turn myself into a mouse and go in someone's pocket?
Oh yeah, come join us.
Yeah, you're able
Can I-
to a mouse to do that, and is actually similar as well as while being in the form of fire wouldn't necessarily protect you. What you are able to do is on. Oh wait, no, you can't make your fire not hurt people. That's never not in a. Yeah, because it would just burn your allies if you tried being underneath the shield while doing that. Um,
But at the top it says creatures that are resistant to fire damage ignore this property.
Oh no! If they were turning into the form of fire, though, then they would be burning everybody underneath the
Yeah,
cover.
2d10 fire.
Oh, I
And
see,
you-
I see.
And you ignore resistance.
Okay, I'm gonna turn myself actually into an Almirage. It's a little rabbit with a unicorn hat, like horn.
And then you just chill out in their pocket.
Yes.
Zachi, carrying on the fire might be able to give you advantage on a dexterity saving throw, but it wouldn't outright remove the chance of getting pelted because this is not merely physical damage, but also there is a lot of cold as well here. Right. Cool.
So it looks like Phoenix is the only one that is still affected.
Yep, I've
Ash.
just grown to accept it.
Actually, Sorry, I'm gonna change it into like a small bird instead, because in case I need to fly, I want to be, you know,
Ash and
Sparrow.
able
River
to.
and Layla. Do you guys have another method of?
Absolutely not.
Wait, why is no one else on the map? I just noticed.
Oh, because only River put themselves on the
No,
map.
nobody's on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is a full or a half. So this is the bludgeoning damage, and here's the cold damage.
Oh, lovely.
Ah, you can ignore that guy.
Ooh.
I was hovering over a random demon.
So wait, what's the top one?
Bludgeoning.
That's the bludgeoning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
then
I take half damage thanks to my evasion. So is that half damage for each?
Half in total. So that'd be 25.
And
Well,
the
because it
cold
matters
you
because
reduce
of the
by 10.
Azamar because of the
Yeah,
Azamar
yeah.
crystal reduces it by another 10.
It will say
And
And you
half
have
because of
damage.
resistance to
resistance.
cold.
Yeah. Resistance to cold minus 10, and then with minus 10.
Yeah, so half of each.
Hmm.
So wait, I
And then
take
you
7.
have it.
No wait, huh?
So you take 7 from the first one.
Yeah,
And
7,
then the
and then
second between evasion,
is
resistance, and crystal, you take nothing. Because it's already at 18. And then that's 9.
yeah, it'll be
and that's
18
gone
and
by
then
the
9.
10.
Yeah, so yeah, I just take no damage on the cold. Yo.
Now Azamar Crystal helping you out big time here.
And my evasion too. I only take 7 damage. All right, I can do this.
it's if you pass the save, it's half.
It passes none. Fail is
Passes
half.
none. Okay.
Fail is
With
half. Yeah.
evasion.
What was the save?
It was
Or
deck
I don't
save.
know.
Save.
What was the DC? I mean,
Do you want us baby animals to roll too?
No,
Um,
if you're
River,
if
Alec,
you're
Ash, and Phoenix
I
are
am
at
but
regular. Zashi's
a
at
little
advantage.
boob, okay?
I'm full immune to cold for what it's worth.
Oh shit.
so just the
Oh yeah,
actual
yeah. So you're good.
Yeah, but not
you're
the
just
bludgeoning. The bludgeoning
getting
sucks.
a lot of it hits onto your armor, right? Do you have a helmet, River?
Yeah, I have armor I bought. Surely it comes with a helmet.
So, yeah, so it's loud, obnoxious, and every now and then it rattles your bones, but you're managing to keep it together.
Okay, so
Oh, I think Ash
Ash
is gonna
took
be in trouble
damage.
at some point though.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll have to be healing Ash a bunch. Big deal.
After a brief 15 minutes of terrible hail, it finally subsides for now. Although you know that it keeps on happening regularly, so it's going to be obnoxious pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
You can apply the damage as necessary. Zashi, I think you had advantage, so that's half from the result of that. I would say moving around in fire form would have the cold damage in this case.
So
I
yeah,
just
Zashi, you take no cold, just the halved bludgeoning because you made the save. Yeah, 2 halvings plus the Nexus means it needs to get over 40 to deal damage to you if you make your save. So you and Phoenix will be mostly good.
Yeah, I'll take no damage from the cold if it's 40 or lower.
Yep. You still have to make the save for the bludgeoning, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance I could pass it, especially gets with the +4 from River. I think I have a chance.
Oh,
We
yeah,
just don't
River's
know the
giving everyone
DC yet.
+4. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Ash
also don't know
with the +4 got
how.
an 11.
Yeah. We
Why
also
should
don't know
both of
how
you to make
often
it?
this happens. So it's like
Yeah.
it'll be if we want to hunker down every time it comes around, it'll be tough to tell how far we can actually get before the next.
Oh, that's a good idea. Actually, en route to the thing. I guess what Phoenix would like to do is that is it at regular intervals or irregular intervals?
Are we
Very
in
irregular.
in
Very
hell
irregular?
or the abyss? Hell, right?
Where in hell?
Yeah, it is not regular at all. It's really difficult, but especially because you can't. It's hard to see into the sky.
Okay. Okay, then how about this? I would like to like maybe chart like as I'm looking ahead, I would like to like maybe chart a course that maybe includes some of these decrepit buildings that we can maybe potentially use as shelter. Basically, just kind of just like a like almost like zigzag, and rather than just a straightforward path, we're basically like going from one cover to the next cover.
Right? It'll slow down a lot, but slow down a lot less than attempting to like hunker down against the hailstorms pretty much almost hourly, which is how often you begin seeing them. Right, as you successfully hunker down at one of the places for a little bit as the hailstorm hits, um, uh, and nobody has to make any saving throws against it as he just gets pelted about. You can see some of it crack, but for the most part, the stone here holds solid. And you scout out in the perimeter where the next destination is, allowing you to bounce between and avoid having to deal with the hail entirely.
Yo, I'll take it. I mean, if everyone's okay with that, of course.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds good with me.
Right, works for me.
I believe it may not be necessary, but make a perception check to see how successfully you'll always find it each time. Yeah, you're fine.
Say no more, fam. Say no more. Say less.
Motherfucking 45.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm so glad I remember that you brought up that there were buildings here.
Oh.
Everywhere around, yes. These are pretty commonplace. It feels like the Empire, Minaros itself, the city, ebbs and flows in size sometimes based just on how miry certain parts of the outskirts are at any time. These were, at one point, the city used to be bigger. The outskirts have sunk bit by bit,
Mm.
which makes
So
you
you mean to
appreciate.
tell me that this city was even just this outstretched even as far as this?
Alec, I can't see
Incredible.
your HP. Is that on purpose?
No,
Okay. How damaged are you?
0.
Okay.
I am a little boob.
Oh, right, because you're the one who shifted. I was double checking because I was going to. I was going
I just had
to.
to find a way to like maybe cover for the one person who needs probably the most cover. Poor Ash. We're here for you.
Whoops.
I am actually one of those really cute fluffy birds.
There you go, Ash.
Oh,
Yeah, you just said you're a boob.
thank you very much. Must
No,
appreciate
that was a
Um,
joke, but
how far down are you now?
it. I'm good.
You're 7. Okay, yeah. No one's more than 7. River will
look
get the
in
second
general.
cast.
Guys, when you're mean to me, this is who you're being mean to.
See.
Because I get
Is
to
that a
free
tit?
double cast shit.
I don't know what this. Hold on, let me check.
Crush this like a grape.
So River and Ash each got 19 healing.
I'm full.
Yep. Oh, it says you're
Yeah,
208 out of
it's a
221.
long-tailed tit.
Huh?
Well, then
Oh,
who
weird.
does need the fucking healing?
Oh,
I don't know.
when I put my
Zashi?
when I put my max health in, do I have to up increase?
Yes, you do have to heal that.
Okay. There we go.
So Ash got the healing, and yeah, I'll just double hit Ash or something, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I double cast all my healing spells, by the way. 17th
It's
level
so
is a
nice to
fucking
have a
trip.
dedicated healer. So very, very nice.
I would agree.
Yep.
All right, so how goes the progress to the city? I guess.
All right. You are continuing along the plane, and by the end of the first day of get a chance to finally hunker down somewhere that seems a little bit higher, so you're not going to sink into the mire, and you rest for the night as the plane dims down. Anybody keeping watch?
Phoenix.
Yeah, we'll set up watches.
I'm
yeah,
an elf,
I
Phoenix.
don't
so
need
I
to.
can.
I don't need to sleep, so I could basically stand up and keep watch.
Yeah, Maisha doesn't actually have perception proficiency.
I don't
She
need
just
to
has raw
sleep. I
fucking
just need
whiz.
to stand still for 4 hours.
Yeah, so we've got people to keep watch.
Yeah, we can alternate our 4-hour sleep timers. So Phoenix doesn't
Sounds
I
go
good.
mean,
in.
you guys really could just leave it to Phoenix.
But
This is what
we
I'm
want to
made
give
for.
you advantage.
Yes, if
You
you
already
guys
have
want to.
advantage.
I already have a natural advantage.
Don't
We
care. Plus
get
take
it. You can
mask.
see
Plus
very
I'll get
good.
bored.
Exactly.
Hey,
It's just
we
like
shouldn't.
Primrose Academy, Violet, but even
Yeah.
more.
It's the
But
one thing
let's
I'm
do
good
this,
at. Let me have
Maestra.
it.
Maestra, we don't actually alternate our trance. Instead, we just hang out together the last 4 hours and play cards or something.
You mean Malarka?
What did I
Maisha has to
say?
get full rest.
Oh, sorry, Malarka. Too many names, you know?
I just picked fucking M. I forget. I forget why I picked this name. Maybe it just sounded good. I forget.
Fair, your last character's name was also an M name, so
No, my last
Mimi.
character. No, that was my first character because there was Ra
oh,
between Asherah.
all right, I forgot
Yep.
about She wasn't here very long, so
She was here for
But
one
she's still
fucking
alive.
session. She's
She's
still
still
alive.
fucking
She's just
alive.
like, yeah, no, these guys need a healer more than a tank, and called in her
God bless you.
acquaintance
Thank you.
Maisha. Yeah,
I
You saw
wanna
what
she's
like.
part
happened
of.
when, we decided to do things without our healer.
I have this like subclass I worked on with my friend Jake. Well, most of you know Jake, so I guess your
Yeah,
friend Jake too. But um, it's a healing class, but it's based off of like Senna. So it's like you hit someone with a gun and it heals them. It's pretty fun. I want to play it.
I mean, I've got a build for fucking vampiric healer in my fucking build notes
love
thread.
me some Senna.
I don't know Stena.
They don't play League, guys.
GG. All
I'll
right,
show you a picture.
you're going ahead.
I can.
You're further into the mire, and about part of the way
Oh,
through, you encounter something. You hear something from the mire itself. You hear help.
Mm.
Do not
Phoenix
All
trust
right.
it.
insight.
In what direction do I hear that help?
Of course, Phoenix is like, I must go investigate. Meanwhile, we're all like, it's hell. Like,
Probably
Yeah.
100 feet. Probably 100 feet to the west.
please. I thought you
I thought
said
you said
east.
How far can my empathic go? I'll have to check this. Oh, it's 60 feet. I need to get closer. Okay. It's 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay, that's pretty
Phoenix is
cool.
not. Phoenix is too much of a goody two shoes. He'll start walking in the general direction, but he's still being cautious because he still realizes that he's in the hills. When I walk closer in that direction, do I see the creature, or can I attempt to see it?
Eventually, through the vegetation, yes, you see what appears to be a fair woman. The top half of them, like, currently out of the bog, as they like look over in your direction.
Very sus.
Me, please. Oh, I've been sinking into this mire.
First off, I'd like to incite them as well.
Everyone's like, dude, leave her. Like,
you are detecting like 50-50 in terms of earnestness.
Do they appear as they actually appear?
Yes, they appear to be a fair woman,
Oh,
not like a
Be a
shapeshifter.
shapeshifter. Oh,
not
okay.
a shape changer. Yeah,
Well,
that's
it
what
just
you're
could be
saying.
an evil fair woman.
So she works the.
I mean,
Listen,
technically they're half lying, I guess.
anyone who works at a circus is evil. Come on.
Okay, so wait, how is my empathic reading in this, by the way? Is it sound genuine, or like do they actually feel like
They're
distressed? Is
genuinely
what I'm trying to.
sinking, but they don't need help.
Yeah.
They are.
Oh, they are. This is good read on that. Good fucking read.
Like,
He
are
is
they
sinking.
actually legitly distressed? Is what I'm trying to find out.
They appear to be stuck in the mire.
They're genuinely sinking, but they don't need help.
Yeah.
But
This,
Phoenix
this
is too
person.
Phoenix is too much of a good guy. Guys, dang it. Okay.
This
Phoenix will.
person's clearly too weak to hack it. We should let them sink.
Maisha will
No,
start
Phoenix.
ritual casting again.
survival of the fittest, bro.
Phoenix will approach.
Phoenix, are
it'll
you crazy?
Phoenix should put protection against evil and good on himself first.
I mean, he always does. He has it up pretty
Okay.
much all the time. Yeah, so he's
Good.
approaching, and it's just like you appear to be stuck here, or at least you don't seem too much in trouble. But I'll be of some assistance at this moment. Phoenix would like to reach over and to try to pull them up.
Right? They clasp onto your hand. Just pull me out. I can't get out.
I'm gonna
Um,
ready an Eldritch Blast.
Maisha's casting
If
Water
they
Walk
do
and going to
something
extend the
sus.
targeting to this
Help
person.
me, detective. I'm stuck.
I'm gonna
Because if you
mentally
target a creature
prepare.
submerged in a liquid, the spell carries
Yeah.
the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per second. So
I'm
go
gonna
ahead
I
and
mean,
mentally
use
prepare.
Phoenix
a
also
eulogy,
has
if
water
you will.
walk, so you can save your cast for now. I'll just go ahead as I
ritual
clasp my.
cast.
Oh, I'm not gonna ritual cast. I'm just gonna cast it normally, just so that it gets save the time. Phoenix, as he
Mhm.
clasps onto them, will go ahead and cast the water walk as a spell, and then he'll just pull them up.
We cast it
Go
on
ahead and
everyone
make an
else and we'll
athletics.
reset our timer,
Oh, what's that?
etc.
Make an athletics
Hit
check.
everyone with it, basically.
An athletics check? Are they gonna try pulling me? Okay,
You're trying to pull them out.
but the water
They,
walk should be making it much easier for me to pull them out. If the target is
the
a creature
second
submerged in a
paragraph.
liquid, yeah, carries the target to the surface of the liquid.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. All right, so you
Yeah.
targeted the water walk there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Basically, I clasp them and then cast it on them while I'm holding their hand,
Yep.
so they basically just rise to the surface. I'm not pulling them. I'm just basically holding their hand.
Right, you can go ahead and uproot them from the mire as their tattered clothes, and they with tattered clothes they are on the surface, and they kind of like fall down to their knees. They're like, "Ah, thank you. I thought I was going to be submerged forever."
Phoenix is always inciting them by chance. Phoenix just looks like he doesn't if he doesn't sense like genuine distress, he'll just tell them well, I have fulfilled the request. You do be careful now. You have about another. He like looks. He just taps his pipe. About another hour until the spell wears off. You'll be fine. But I'll have to bid you adieu. Stay safe out there. And he walks away.
Has this person been to the city? Do we know? Like, could we get info from them?
It's a fair question.
I mean, you guys want him to ask? I mean,
Yeah.
about the
Hey,
city?
I'll do it. Hey, you been to the city?
All right. Yeah, Phoenix will just let you do it then.
Marsha's just hanging off the back of Malarka this whole time.
To Monaros?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where else I'm supposed to be. I actually was running out from the city.
Can I
Does that
ask
sound genuine?
They're telling you the truth.
why would you do that? It sucks out here.
Probably not any better inside the city.
It sucks there too.
I
By
don't
any
know.
chance, are you trying to leave this plane?
I would prefer not being here anymore. That's yes. It's awful, dreadful. Everything is awful here in this awful plane.
Unfortunately for you, we have some business that needs taken care of in Monaro, so we're gonna be here for a while.
If you're venturing to Monaros, then perhaps I can join you.
I thought you were trying to escape the city.
I realize now that there's nowhere to go out here. The Mire taught me that just now.
That is most likely going to be the case. You're not going to find anything out here unless you try to find the way back to the second level. And even then, you still have to find a way to teleport back to the. What kind of creature does this fair maiden look like?
They look
Human,
they look like
elf,
but devil?
a tiefling?
They look like one. It's kind of hard to tell.
Wait, even Phoenix would have trouble telling this?
I mean, it depends. How racist is Phoenix?
I mean, he's not, but
He's a cop, so
he
very.
does take profiles of pretty much everything he sees.
Racial profiling. Racially profiling. No. Like that.
Oh my god.
Listen, we were talking about race, and you said you do profile, so you brought this up.
Oh my god.
You can cake
Remember,
the
Phoenix read bestiaries. If he went through like a whole
wow.
lot of them.
Wow, you're saying this person should be in a bestiary? That's fucked up.
Oh my god.
You can't
I'm
win.
just saying, if it were a succubus or an Araignées, I would like to know.
Well, succubi aren't even from here. They're from the abyss.
Technically, they could be from both.
They're demons, not devils.
They could be both.
They can be both.
Really?
They, like, succubi have really weird rules about them. I was looking into them for Evolution of Evil.
Weird.
I mean, I guess if it were an Araignées, I would have seen the wings. So I guess it's not an Araignées.
Succubi have wings.
Well, how about we just
That is
ask
true.
her, bro? Like, why don't we just, who are you? What are you? Why are you here? In fact, I'm gonna do that.
How'd you deal with the hail? I'm looking for tips.
Okay, well, I guess what Phoenix would say is if he's not detecting any lies from them, he'll say, "Sure, you can accompany us to Menaros. Just know, until I know who you are, yeah, very little. You have to work the trust up right now." How did they respond to something like that? I guess.
Yeah. Yes, of course. I mean, we just met. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can I get a visual of this
apologies.
person?
Have we asked for names yet? What's her name?
May I have your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, give me a second. They tell you their name. It's a cool sound.
Oh my god.
Really cool name.
He really was not expecting us to even bother with this NPC. Oh gosh, dang it, Phoenix is too good for person.
Okay. You could call me Nix. That's NYX.
Okay, bro. Okay. Get her out of here. Fucking put her back in the water.
Phoenix is just like, it is a pleasure to meet you, Nix.
Put her
My
face
name
back.
is no, actually he likes to say, I am Phoenix Down, Detective of Waterdeep.
Classic. Classic Phoenix.
What were you saying, Alec?
I don't want her here. I am very sus about her.
If there's anybody that's gonna be sus about anybody here, it'd be Phoenix.
No,
The fact that
I'm
they haven't,
sus about
they're
her.
surprising.
In
They're
fact,
surprisingly.
just because you named her after my favorite Greek god does not make it any better, okay? Put her back in the water.
All right. Well, you picked up a party member.
I guess so.
Ish? Question mark?
We need
It's
to
a
see her visuals before I trust her.
like
She's
Is
that.
she
pretty
hot?
cute.
He did say they were a fair maiden. All I'm saying.
I hadn't made token. Well, I
Oh
hadn't
my
gone
goodness, he really wasn't expecting this.
My God.
It just didn't seem necessary.
Why
You
make the
Really?
underestimated
encounter?
Phoenix.
You put a quote unquote fair maiden in the acid water and you didn't think we would investigate? Like, what do you mean?
You didn't think that Phoenix Down, Detective of Waterdeep, would not rescue her.
I mean, he can see lies if they weren't lies. Uh,
Someone
unless
can
their
be telling the
deception
truth
checks are
and
just
also
that
not be
cracked.
worth the time.
You know, but like, here's the thing that I don't understand. Aqua said she's like basically 50-50 sincere here. And he still saved her. That's what I don't understand.
He wasn't going to
It's
bring her
just
along. He
fancy.
told her that she was good. That she was basically on her own. She asked to be to accompany us to the city. There's the difference. Phoenix just said, "Yeah, you'll be fine. Good luck." And then they're like, "Wait, where are you guys going?" Like, we're headed towards Monaros. And they're like, "Oh,
And she was like, okay, I'll join you.
yeah, exactly." I
And
didn't
we
tell him
said,
to join.
okay.
So I
All
guess
right.
that means they are.
I mean, I guess so. I still want a visual at some point.
All right.
It helps put a name to the face. No, a
Here,
face to the name. There you go.
yeah, we can just draw someone.
They have clear horns. Great.
There you go.
Oh no, she's hot.
Amazing. There you
Does that satisfy you, Alec?
This? That looks like that one Rasta drawing I did. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
All right, I
I'm
guess we're
actually
just
quite
gonna.
proud of it.
I guess we're just continuing back our trek to the city.
Mhm.
Did you tell us how she dealt with the hail?
If you ask them, they say oh, I just wait inside the buildings. I mean, I don't
Okay.
have anywhere else to go. Usually, I've been out here for a while now. A few
Do you
weeks.
eat?
Few weeks. Where were you before?
It's hell. You don't need to eat here.
Few weeks, but where were you
Is
before?
that true? I make a mental note to pay attention to how hungry I get.
Okay, Aqua, look in anything. Hang on. This is my drawing of Rust.
Nice, nice, very cool.
Rust. Yes, that does look like. Shit, we're
Yeah,
turning into
actually,
Rust.
you know what's funny is I was drawing. I was like, I'm gonna draw like a Kane art and every day until he gets skin. And I drew I drew this and this on the same day. I was like, okay, well, one of these is not like the other.
Alright, give me a moment.
All right, so we continue toward the sinking
The city.
city.
Oh, I want to play Kane now.
Kanye West.
I want to draw too. Like, damn.
I will ask what's her name, Nix? Do you know much about Minaros and the sinking city?
What specifically are you trying to know about? I guess I should ask why you're all even here.
Why is
Uh,
that your concern?
Vacation? No, just kidding.
Fucking Christ.
We spun a die, and this is where it landed.
I don't know what those dice are, and I don't like it.
I know.
It's a D20, but every side has like a different location,
Hmm.
and one of them is third layer of hell.
Sure. Phoenix will. I don't know how I should gauge if I want to even let them in on this right now.
All these question mark dice I don't like.
Just know that we have business to be taken care of in Monaros.
I see. I mean, it makes
I
sense.
see.
I mean, we just met, so it would be weird if you told me much more.
She sounds so sad.
Well, Phoenix is a cruel, heartless, not just cruel, heartless, apparently. Not cruel, heartless enough to lead them in the swamp, but cruel and heartless enough to not reveal everything.
You can have some level of self-preservation, you know? That's not
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Things may get dicey. I do wonder if you have any way to protect yourself.
I'm really
He's
good at
just
luck.
yeah. He's saying like things might get dicey. What are you capable of? He's gonna ask.
They go ahead and they cast minor illusion.
Is that all you have?
I don't have very much. I mostly get by running away.
That may be useful for you. If the fighting gets too dire, do step back.
That seems reasonable.
When they said that that's all they had, did that feel sincere?
No, they're lying to you, straight up. Flat face,
Okay.
about their capabilities.
Yeah, I figured. I figured.
I couldn't tell that was sarcasm for a moment.
Phoenix keeps a mental note of that. And by the way, he does speak in legalese, telling everyone else about that. Anyone who cared to learn legalese, of course.
I elbow Alec and translate from narc to real human.
Please do not translate into real human.
Real
Well-
human.
Quietly.
Layla speaking in legalese, it sounds like it even has a watermark.
The point of speaking in legalese is that there's no suspicion when people are whispering to each other.
The trip is somewhat quiet as they don't really pry any further over the next several hours of trekking as you all take cover sometimes inside of the ruined structures. As you're crossing a particular section of bog, you see that from kind of like on the outskirts, some horrible creatures like are materializing from the bog and all just kind of heading over to your position of sorts. So like there's hundreds of them.
Oh.
Lemurs. Nyx tells you, oh, those are some of the lower souls. They must have noticed you here, felt your presence. They're drawn to you.
How exactly? I wonder.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're out of place.
Um,
Place.
They are low-level
Can I-
demons and they are slow, but there are hundreds of them in every which direction.
Zashi solos.
yeah.
Zashi solos.
I propose I say, I mean, do they respect or respond to force?
They're kind of mindless, honestly. I tried having a conversation with one once. It was so agonizing.
Well, we could just have them. We could just have Zashi walk through them, right? With his aura of fire.
Zashi and Malarka both have auras. Zashi has infinite fireball cast.
Right.
Yeah, I think Zashi solos off in the distance. You could
Do
just vaporize them.
Maeshra, do you cut through poison resistance /
Yes,
immunity?
she does have elemental adept.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then you and Zashi should have a little trouble.
Yeah. I mean, depending
Well,
on spell slot
hopefully,
usage, Zashi has infinite spell slot usage. Maeshra just has
yeah.
extra spells.
Well, I was thinking
His-
about the aura. Like that might just be enough to kill them once they like
Oh,
walk
Maeshra
into
does
it.
not have an aura. That's Malarka.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about Zashi.
Then why is Maeshra relevant to that?
Well, that's why I initially was only talking about Zashi
Then why'd you ask if I cut through resistance?
because you said you also had
I said
AoE.
Malarka has an aura.
Oh, right. They both start with M. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. That was
We
my bad.
just went over this.
Oh my god.
Listen, fucking Eminem over here. Like, yeah,
I
they
mean,
both start
Maeshra
with
is
the same
riding
letter.
on
Names
Malarka.
are now banned.
Oh,
Fine, I'll
that's
just.
totally my bad. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I could change it to one of my standby names that I just use everywhere.
No, you're fine. I'm
No,
just
it's not you. It's not you. It's
My
me.
next character is gonna be Marcus, by the way.
You motherfucker.
I was thinking Michael for mine.
Oh.
Perfect.
All right.
I mean, you've
I
seen
mean,
my
how is it,
thread. I've
Aqua? If
got
Zashi
options.
starts blasting the fireball, do they just all go down immediately, or?
I mean, Zashi has not confirmed that this is what they are doing. You've all said Zashi will, but I think it is up to
Zashi
Zashi to have
could.
the
Yeah,
agency
I mean,
in whether or
We're
not
but
to.
saying
Zashi hasn't
Zashi
responded
could.
to us.
Well, my
Zach,
concern
man,
with
are you
we don't
blasting
want
them?
to.
It's just
It might draw a lot of attention. Is the thing. Just like out on the
I
horizon.
mean,
You
I
know.
mean, we could just have Zashi and Malarka at either end, and just their
I
auras.
can just flame bolt them instead. That's a lot quieter.
Mhm.
Your flame bolt does like have a big AoE on it.
Does it?
Right, he's got massive fucking splash shit going.
Oh
Because of the
yeah.
fire your fire depth adds a lot of AoE onto your fire bolts.
But is it as loud as a fireball?
It is much quieter. Much quieter.
Maybe Ash should just holy word, kill them all at once, and if this thing really is a fiend, they just go with them.
I mean, I guess that's yeah. I could.
I mean, that's up to you. I honestly don't think we should be using those kind of heavy spell slots right now.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, it's just a 7th level spell, so
Right. Then Zashi firebolts, and you just hear the agonized screams of these devils as they try moving closer and closer, but Zashi just keeps incinerating them repeatedly. They have a low HP that each firebolt spreads out and ignites the ones nearby.
oh my god.
You didn't think the smell around her could get any worse, and yet here we are.
No.
Oh no. Well, I suppose they were all souls of the damned of villains, anyways. It's a bit unfortunate that they wound up in such a place, but you pay for the consequences of stuff that you do in life, I suppose.
You get closer and closer to the city as the next 2 days go by uneventfully. As you're holding up in one of the cities, one of the buildings, awaiting any kind of waiting for the hail to pass by, you're getting a view on the horizon. The city is not too much further away. You could probably get to it by the day's end. As
Well,
while you're
that's
waiting here inside the building, you hear a voice. Humans in the devil realm.
More likely than you think.
fudge. How did he see us?
Out from the
Wait.
darkness of the building, they
Are
just
any of us
maneuver
humans?
out.
Maybe two
Some
of
of
us
us
are. I'm
Ah.
not sure about Ash counting as human.
Yeah, I'm tiefling,
They-
so fucking racist, right? Of this
You
game,
recognize
calling
this
it
as an
Northwood.
you recognize this as an amnesu, as it goes, hold. I bear no hostility to you. As they bow
I'm
their head
inciting
as a sign.
I'm inciting that.
Well, the thing about devils is
Motherfucker.
they'll talk to you, but then they'll screw you over.
Yeah.
They're all about.
I mean, that's probably true, but still.
Your insight gives it's a 50-50. It's a devil, so they're not surprised though.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. And what do we do? What do we owe the honor to have meeting you?
I have been cast out from the inner council of Lord Mammon. And so I have been relegated to hiding here on the outskirts of the city. Thus, I bear a grudge against the good Lord and his followers. If you are here to take down the Lord himself, then I would be interested in assisting. For while I do not like any of you, I dislike the betrayal they have placed onto me even more. Yes, they seem to be telling the truth.
Okay.
Also, what
Yeah, he
kind of
doesn't
creature is
like
he
us.
again? I'm trying to take notes. And lose my
Amnesu.
names. Amnesu. I'll figure out how to spell this. Let's see.
A-M
Amnesu. Got it.
and
Yep.
Izu, yeah. All right. All right. As the thing showed up, I guess. I would like to get my empathic reading on the Knicks. How are they responding to this whole situation? Are they?
They're trying to. They seem very much like they're trying to hide their presence behind all of you. They actually, as soon as Amnesu appear, they just like are hiding in like a corner of somewhere else where they can't be seen.
Do they actually? Do I sense like fear coming from them?
Yeah, they seem scared.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well, of that, the fact is that at least they're telling the truth about that. Um, even if they're basically hiding how strong they actually are. All right, guys, how are we doing this? Are we bargaining with this thing? I don't even think we're really trying to fight Mammon. We just want this thing getting out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak in legalese to Phoenix and just say if he's willing to help for a grudge, potentially we could simply say that we may help potentially destabilize Mammon's reign. I mean, if we
Maestro
are
will also
taking one
add
of these
in.
devices, it's possible, but obviously deals with fiends are messy business. We need to be
Plus, we're
careful.
not sure if this would affect the rain at all, and it would be at best a side effect of our goal, tangential or incidental. Maestro
Is it even
also speaks
possible to
legalese.
take down the Lord of Greed?
I mean, theoretically, if
Not.
you're powerful enough.
Possible. Well, whether or not it's possible, I'm not certain if that has any bearing on our current objective, does it?
No.
You get the sense immediately, Phoenix, that they're just assuming you're out to go and kill the Archduke.
Yeah, I mean that's the assumption here, but that's not what we're actually here for. He is assuming the case.
What else would an intrepid band of high-level explorers be doing in the third layer of hell? Like,
Good question.
they're
Yeah.
like, no, we're just here for a field trip. It's fine.
Spring break.
Okay, wait, hold up, guys. Maybe this guy might know something about the soul beacon. Maybe we'll be like, we'll consider the offer. No. We I don't want to tell him that we're not going to fight Mammon, but we definitely do care more about the soul beacon more than anything. And this person thing might know a lot about that if they were part of the council. Do you think it's good enough to ask, or do we just want to just ignore their offer? It's tough luck, kid, and we're going in there anyways.
We could. I don't think there's any harm in hearing them out, because normally when it comes to pacts with devils, like, sure, like, one of the bad things is, oh, they take our soul, but bargains don't necessarily need to deal in souls. Like, he can help us out in exchange for, like, a favor for, I don't know, killing another devil, which honestly is kind of our thing.
Yeah, but what I'm worried about is that like, let's just say the terms of the deal are he lets us get the soul beacon, and in exchange we kill Mammon. It's like, yo,
Right.
wait, hold up.
Right, that's kind of a shitty exchange.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, we just tell them fuck off and then just go on our way and try to figure it out ourselves. Because we don't want to double cross a bargain with a devil. It never ends well.
Yeah. And if any of you guys do, Phoenix will represent you in the court of the hills. So as your legal representative.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how to try to twist this in our favor if it's even possible. Because yeah, I'm like, would stealing a soul beacon destabilize things? Because Mammon is like notoriously just like totally self-interested only in his wealth.
Mhm.
As
But
the embodiment of greed itself. Yeah.
yeah,
Very much so.
but like, isn't it part of the whole thing with the third layer? Is like, don't they have like a well, I mean, it's where the soul beacons are. Don't they have like a fucking bustling soul market? So
They do
soul
have a big
coins.
bustling soul market.
yeah, so
Mhm.
like, if we stole a soul beacon, if we took a soul beacon, I mean, that could potentially fuck up the soul market, which is like Mammon's only concern because that brings business to the third
Do you
layer.
think Mammon will
Now,
try
if
to
we only
stop us
get
and attempt to steal it?
schematics, if we just get schematics, that would probably take another session to like make it or something, which is more time delay. So yeah, probably stealing would be a better option, although that would invoke Mammon's wrath and possible other complications.
So do you think a confrontation with Mammon is just inevitable?
They'd like to avoid it, I think.
I would also like to avoid that.
I mean, I would like to avoid it too, as much as the next guy. But we have to be real at some point. We're basically taking from a greedy god.
Mm-hmm.
So
Think of it like that.
remind me again, what exactly is it we're taking?
That's Soul
Soul
Beacon.
Soul
Beacon.
Beacon.
A soul beacon.
It gathers souls that are released generally by death, and draws them to it. Generally over whatever else would normally gather the souls in the area. We're hoping that this will allow us to stay alive if we die within the chapters in Candlekeep. And
That and it would
potentially,
also allow our souls to be able to. According to Miriam, the book's tether has basically become so strong. If we entered the books right now, we would for sure be stuck in there.
mhm.
So the
I
Soul
see.
Beacon is basically to
Yeah.
allow us to still escape the books.
And this soul beacon is in Mammoth's possession.
It's
Yes,
in the
multiple
city.
ones potentially. I'm not clear on that, but
Well,
yeah. I only need one.
I see.
Yep.
For
She needs.
science.
I don't
Mhm.
I don't see the harm in hearing him out. I am sorry to do this though. I do have to get going. I have to wake up really early. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the session. You guys can just still keep going, obviously, but I do have to split.
Good.
No
All right,
worries.
Okay.
Let me know what happens. Actually, I'll read the recap. Later, gamers.
later.
Bye.
Good night.
All right, so I guess let's go ahead and as he said, let's hear him out. I honestly, if you're asking me, I think a fight or an attempted fight to escape Mammon is inevitable. Or stealing from the Lord of Greed. They will never be okay with it.
Maestro personally prefers to escape confrontation like this.
Listen, I remember the last time in an Aqua campaign we went anywhere near Hell, I created a power vacuum so high. Everything sucked. So I would rather not kill Mammon for the fact
my
that
God.
someone else worse is gonna take his spot and then hunt us down and kill us. So if we can
Yeah,
avoid
so
him, we should.
yes,
Mhm.
agreed.
Who did you kill in hell last time?
No. See, this is where I agree with you guys.
So we
We
got
we have
the
to
cum
we have to
challenge.
avoid Mammon. My problem is that we can't avoid Mammon.
I don't agree with you.
You think it's
Like,
possible to avoid the deity?
yes,
We'll
if
draw his
we're
ire,
careful enough, we're
certainly.
like,
We've
We
you've
can't
got
even
your
teleport into the
non-detection.
city. What makes you think we're going to be able to teleport out?
Good point. I was wondering about that, but you just
I
said it. So,
don't think that we can teleport out. I just think that like,
And then
if
how do you
that,
plan to escape him?
I'm not saying that we can escape him or whatever. I'm saying
You
that
are saying that. You're saying
when
that a
we get to the
confrontation is
city,
not
we need to.
inevitable.
I'm saying that when we get to the city, we should explore our options and not just assume that we're gonna fight him.
I
Because
am
right now,
assuming that we cannot
what are
avoid it.
you assuming that on though? Based on like your own personal speculation? Like we don't know what's in the city.
We don't know if
Like
there's
yeah,
only
you're
one soul
probably
beacon, if
right.
there's a myriad of them.
Yeah, like you don't know like anything. Like let's just go to the city, fuck these guys, like screw them, and just continue. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. Like we literally are just speculating. It's literally fiction. Like I don't want to
Yes,
commit
exactly. We're
to.
in a fictional world.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but like
Maestro would
what I'm
also rather
saying.
not commit to this deal. It could be
Yeah,
beneficial, but who knows this guy would even survive to repay us.
like
And what kind of repayment we would
you're
get.
you're a lawyer. You know that this is purely speculative. I don't understand.
Speculative, dang, lawyer talk.
I
Right, the
mean,
Amizu is
as a
waiting to see how you respond to it right now, as it's currently just standing there.
Yeah, the dialogue option hasn't been clicked yet.
I mean, I suppose we
Yeah,
can
and
just
River's
always
just
see what he
T-posing
proposes,
now.
right? Like, no one is forcing us to make a deal with him right now.
Yeah, we
That's
don't
true.
need to make the deal.
That's all I was saying. Like I don't want to screw myself before we can get to the city.
Hmm. Maestro's
I
also
never
disinclined
agree.
to
I
accept
never
deals with
wanted
devils
to
in
agree with
general.
any of in the first place. I'm just being
Says the
realistic
person
here.
who saves the random possible devil that's now.
Literally,
I'm kidding.
no trust.
Anyway, in legalese, I'll say to Phoenix, like, we can hear him out, but I think we should be cautious on making any rash deals here.
If I would prefer, I would rather not have to fight Mammon outright.
I agree.
Agreed.
But there's also no need to play our hand to this person who has his own motives.
Agendas.
Phoenix will
No.
turn to the Amnesu, and he'll just say, forthright, we have no intention of actually fighting Mammon. We're only here for the Soul Beacon.
I like how I said we didn't need to reveal our own intentions, and you're just like, so this is what we're here for.
I mean, like, the idea is that either he's gonna try fighting us right here now, and we fight him, or
He hides his intentions, goes, and then ambushes us when we are getting to the Soul Beacon to get back
So,
in
yeah,
Mammoth's
there's
good graces.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's just like, that won't do, and leaves. So there's multiple options.
Yeah.
Not just an either or.
So they're being told
And
about
plus,
the Soul Beacon.
it also just removes the possibility of him trying to use that as a negotiation tool. It pretty much
I would also just say though that us telling him right now what we're there to do also means Nyx now knows what we're here for.
Oh, yes, that's true. Okay, hold up. I totally forgot about Nyx there
Reload
for a
the
moment.
save. Reload the save.
Save scum.
Hold
Save
on.
scum quickly.
Save scum.
Veto.
Use gift a gab. Gift a gab. Like takes back what you said.
I veto my own self.
All right, veto accepted, chair.
Okay, so how do we want to word this, guys?
Level. This isn't paranoia. This is greed, right?
Okay, so maybe we tried to scope out the land from him. What does he know about the place? I'm gonna try talking to him in such a way that I am going to maybe try to convince him that I am going to maybe assist him with the fight to Mammon.
Try to rule
But
us lawyer with a fiend.
I am a gosh dang lawyer.
And for how long have you been doing that?
Alright,
versus how long
I
these
literally
guys
have
do
the
it?
law on my side.
Wait, so is that
True!
like you're trying to deceive them about your intentions?
I am trying to use the law, and so because fiends are basically the type of things that basically use the word of the law against you. So I am trying to use the word of the law against him because the law is on my side.
So what exactly does that entail in this case?
The idea is I'm trying to word use my wording with him. I'm not a wordsmith, I'm sorry. But like I'm trying to word a message in a way such that it almost implies that we are going to fight Mammon, but not really.
Okay. All right, so Phoenix goes ahead and kind of is like, yeah, we're interested in fighting Mammon, but like more eloquently than that. As the Amnesu here goes, many like yours before. It's a foolish task, but one that's would be beneficial to I as well. The Council of Mammon has been a set of traitors to me. After all I've done, I have valuable information that can aid you. I know Mammon's layout of the buildings. I know where the vault of infinite gold is located. And I know where Mammon sleeps.
What?
Should I inquire about the soul beacons here, guys? If he knows the layout of the place, this might be the time.
Sure.
Sure. Yes.
Possibly asking about them as a potential threat or resource to exploit in general for his plans rather than specific for our meet.
Okay. Sure. Sure. I'll basically try. I'll inquire about the soul beacons, but as the way Maestro had put it, as basically
Yeah.
putting a dent into the power of the Lord of Greed, I guess, something like that.
We've
But
heard
we
of
need
this
to know
soul
their
beacon. It
locations or something
sounds
like that.
powerful.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is there more than one? Is it just the one?
So
Um,
rather than going directly head to head with the Lord himself, you intend to go over subterfuge and remove part of their soul trade network. A small hit. So they have many, many, many such machines under their possession. But any hit to Mammon and their council is one that I can abide with.
But
What do you need to succeed?
If one plans to take down a mountain, one must begin with a small shovel and begin slowly chipping away at it.
if you want to take down an enemy gang leader, you need to take out their gang members first so they lose their guards or draw
Well said.
aggro.
Exactly.
Framing this
All
like
right.
as Maestro's background.
So Phoenix is going to inquire for a map, and some locations of several of the soul beacons.
Possibly garrisons or
Yes,
potential
and like
flop houses as well.
exactly. Yes. Yes.
Right, hold on. Just I'm checking something.
can somebody ask this guy why he's trying to go after Mammon?
Because he was kicked out
Because
of
he was
the
part of the inner
council.
council and was betrayed by a Mammon and basically exiled.
Betrayed by the other members, is
Oh
what he has
yes.
specifically said. And Mammon kicked him out of the council. Probably typical fiendish, high power political plays. Just went poorly for him. And so he is seeking vengeance. Again, very fiendish thing to do.
Yeah. Just in case it,
Understandable.
I'm always wording. I'm always wording every bit of dialogue as a basically never a true guaranteed we're fighting Mammon. It's more like I'm wording it in such a way that implies it, but not really.
But not
The dumb method of
directly
answering
says
every
it.
question with a question.
It's
Mm,
basically how you would talk with Fae, is what you're doing. How,
Ye-
well, Fae or demons.
yeah,
Same, they're very similar, honestly.
they're very similar, but devils themselves are very much closer to like the word of the law, and because Phoenix himself is a very, very lawful
I would
creature,
describe it less as word of the law and more as rules as written.
something
Over
like that. Yeah, it's because
um,
it's it's because like there's like the intent of the law, and then there's the
rules as written versus rules as intended.
yes, exactly.
Sorry if I framed this different. Law,
It's the
though,
same. It's the same concept.
not really.
And they need to respond with a request for a map. Now, while we have a common enemy, I am still interested in regaining some of my power for well, vengeance is perfectly, but I would prefer not to live in squalor any longer. I will assist you if you can help take down one of Ramon's inner circle, so that I can have a rightful place on which to ascend back.
Political assassination.
Okay, well that's more doable than fighting Mammon himself. How does everyone feel about that one? Or do we just still not want to pick a fight at all?
How about I say we will get back to you once we explore the city.
Exploration or
Uh,
map. Um,
we'll need his. I mean, you're basically asking us to go blind into the city.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
wait. Is he specifying who he wishes us to kill or not? Because members of the
he's just
council may
said
be.
he just said a political rival. He did not state a
We need
specific
more
name.
information. A political rival could be another archdevil of close power to Mammon himself.
Or it could be someone weaker, just in political power. Just having political power instead of magical
Okay, maybe
martial
we inquire
combat
further
might.
about the target of assassination. See if maybe a big name comes up or something. A name that we can maybe recognize if they're bigger.
All
So
right.
I
So
Master
you
does
might
have
I
inquire.
might
religion proficiency, so
All right.
that might help.
It's just
yeah, I'd
inquired.
like to inquire about the target that they're particularly aiming to kill, I guess, to maybe resume their old rank, I guess.
Being named Jamazar, who recently arrived and quickly ascended up the ranks from a lower layer. Found purchase here within, and they think they know the ways of Monaros just because they think that their higher station allows them to simply push me out. With their higher deciding vote, they were able to eject me because we had disagreements on how to run things around here. I would like to see him executed, and I would like to watch.
Does Maestro recognize that name at all?
No, it just sounds like the name of it just
Name
sounds
of
like a
a
standard devil name. But they I don't know if I specified, but they said it's a pit fiend. Pit fiends are
A pit
amongst some of the
fiend.
highest level demons in or highest level devils.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's a higher ranking devil, but like
fucking pit fiend. Jeez.
yeah, pit fiend of all things.
Yeah. Not great, but also the request that we be executed instead of just killed is a little bit difficult.
See,
No, he wants to execute them.
He wants to watch an execution, I thought,
Yeah.
is what he said.
so he would want to be there for him to be executed. Whether that he's not specified whether that's through Mammon causing him to be executed or us executing him, as in just fucking killing. That he did not specify. He just said execute.
I mean, the scenario is a lot better than fighting Mammon himself.
I agree.
But I mean, I still think I want to pass the bill along to you guys to figure out everyone's preferences on the matter.
Well,
Basically, we kill a pit fiend, but we get detailed notes in regards to Minaros. We know where the soul beacon is, and then we just kill a pit fiend, and then we abscond. I mean, it sounds a lot better than fighting Minaros and then going into the city blind.
True.
I mean, that's a better thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, I still want to make sure that everyone's okay with it first.
Like, do we
We're not
have to
opposed
pinky
to it.
promise or what? Like,
With
to
the
that end, you
fiends,
see that you're aware that they have contracts for these kinds of things.
Of course
There's no
they do.
pinky
It's
promising.
hell.
yeah, that's why I wanted to avoid it. I don't want to sign anything.
there's the person who's already in a pact with a demon.
Live and learn.
Not in a
Live and
pact,
learn.
This demon has escaped hell once, okay? I don't want to drag him back in.
Technically the abyss, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you still have the
Bro,
partisan,
like, what is the
though?
difference? It pisses me off when people correct me. I don't even know the difference.
One's chaotic evil, one's lawful evil.
Hell
One's
is
Yeah.
literally
lawful evil.
mindless evil monsters. The others are monsters that are evil and probably too intelligent for their own good.
Yes.
But-
Easy way to remember is because hell has layers, that means it's ordered. There you go. Lawful evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who has
It's a
who
pyramid
took
scheme.
the partisan
Whereas
It
tradition?
literally doesn't
the
matter.
abyss is
Okay,
just a big fucking miss.
Yeah.
they're all red guys with horns, so
That's so
Yeah.
racist.
I didn't say it.
The
It wasn't
the
me.
racism is the theme for today.
I didn't say it wasn't me. Okay.
Phoenix is rubbing off on you, Alec.
All right, guys. Maybe we cast this to a vote. We put it like a 1. We'll accept this offer, this rendition of the offer, and 2, we don't accept this rendition of the offer.
Or you could just type yes or no.
Yeah, yes or no.
Vote now on
do
your
we
phone.
all have to? Do we all have to sign, or can it just be Phoenix? Because I'm fine with it if I don't have to sign.
Either. I think having knowledge would be too valuable, so I'm voting yes.
Mm.
In
me
my
flip a coin.
opinion, in my opinion, this devil is one extremely well acquainted with this city and its workings, and it would not sign this deal for us unless it knew it would
Come out ahead.
enjoy the results.
I mean, he gets a position of power, so
As far as we know, he wants to get us to try and kill the archdevil so that he can prevent it and look like a savior to
He didn't
the
say the arch devil though. This is a pit
or
fiend.
a pit fiend, whatever. You know what I mean? Like classic pay the assassins and then catch them yourself and get the glory scheme. You know?
I mean, we could also have it as part of the contract that he ensures our safety out, and he has to abide by it, by his own contract.
Um,
If
I like that.
if you trust yourself to word it in
Like,
such a
remember,
way that
Phoenix is
every
basically
account, I don't know.
Phoenix is basically the lawyer of the group. He will try to make
If
sure that
there's-
this contract is as
I was gonna say,
un.
if there's anyone equipped to handle writing a contract with demons, it is Phoenix.
I would still, in a bet, place my money on a devil over the best mortal lawyer when it comes to contract negotiations. You know what I mean?
Especially a devil that was on the council. I don't know. I still feel like it's sus.
We're still
Yeah.
missing a
Maybe-
couple of votes.
uh,
We're missing Malarka, Zashi, and Alec. I'm assuming Alec is probably putting nay, but Zashi and Malarka.
I mean, and if we really want also to wait for like Layla's response, we can do that. It's getting late, so
Yeah, that's also true. Layla may end up being the deciding factor.
also,
Well, maybe
We
this
have
is
the
a good
partisan
moment to end
tradition.
on, where we can be like, "This is the conundrum we're facing," so we have time to like think it over.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna.
Right, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Let's do that then. We'll call it a session here. And also, so it's actually been a while, and the other group's been. It's not. This isn't a huge level increase for everyone anyway. So, yeah, you're level 19 now for surviving Monaros.
Oh shit! Sweet. Oh,
Nice.
neat.
Zashi gave it.
19's
Zashi
getting
put
there.
another either. Gosh, dang it, Zashi.
We know exactly what
There's,
Zashi's taking.
You got a lot of non-combat EXP. You know, I mentally don't track, but pretend I track.
Cool, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
also
mean, we
don't.
spent so much time debating whether I was like, yeah.
We're doing something, you know, so it counts.
When we hit
Wait,
Yeah.
by being an advent of the law, do I get anything with my aspect of law?
Yeah, you feel like it's getting empowered. Also, you're not. You know, there's something. There's something
In the
funky
news.
about being in hell, so it's going to be a bit
I
more
know.
aggressive. Than usual.
Oh my
I guess,
god.
yeah, I get an ASI this level, so I'm gonna have to think a lot about feats and stuff.
Yeah.
What do I get
Okay.
for my next level, actually?
I love